Welcome back, everybody, to Half Dice, the most half-ass D&D group you will ever see on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Last we checked off, Rhogar was running with Lyostra on a horse, actually, scampering around, trying to get to the Sunwell so that he could reach into Sunwell and try to heal Cyphrus with its glowing gold water. Cyphrus is in between 8 pillars. 8 pillars, one for each one of his appendages right now. So he's tied up to 4 right now, chained up. And so the party's separated. So now that we cut up, we enter in with Rhogar and Lyostra riding down the road. There's beautiful golden meadows everywhere. Lyostra asks you, she says, Rhogar, if we had to kill your friend, would you do that?
We have to protect the Sunwell, Lyostra.
I just don't know if I can trust you.
Me? I'm the one who saved everything.
Saved everything?
Yeah, we're like gonna try to get that.
I'm just scared that we're not going to be able to heal your friend with this water.
I mean, I'm worried about that too, but we have to
We've
try
never
first.
tried this before.
Well, we'll have to give it a shot, right? It's better for everybody, because I think he only gave up without a fight because he believes in us, and I don't know that we can actually kill him.
I also don't know the ramifications of whether or not your friend willingly killed those 13 elves.
Yeah, I'm not really clear on that myself. That was just like a whole battery of blood and death.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Fezzik that killed all of them,
But he even set up an ambush for us.
Ooh.
That could be the eye, though. The eye's influence.
Could be.
It could.
All I'm saying is that I would be wary of your friend. I know that you know him the best, so I'm trusting you, Rhogar.
Okay, I'm trusting myself too.
Okay, so as you guys gallant up or go down a hill, you see just this beautiful golden lake that you've never seen before. There's red fall trees just surrounding it, and in the middle there's a type of golden pavilion with a couple of archways, and you see 3 dragons, 3 smaller dragons, a green one, a gold one, and a blue one, kind of like sleeping there. On the red dragon, you notice it's Glaewine's dragon.
It's Glaewine's dragon?
Yes. And you see a couple of elves kind of like talking amongst themselves. They're kind of going back and forth. Surprisingly, for such a important monument to these elves, there's not any guards of the
There's
sort.
no guards?
No guards, just
Did they
the
not
3
hear?
dragons
They didn't hear?
and their riders. And you notice one other elf that's kind of a little bit shorter than Glaewine, but not by much.
Okay.
And as you guys ride up, Glaewine greets you and he says, "Welcome, Rhogar, Lyostra. What news do you guys bring us?"
Glaewine, you didn't hear the whole ruckus?
No. No.
There's a crazy fight going on right now. Lyostra
Still going on?
Yeah, Lyostra can fill you in. It's not active. We think that we've shut it down, but
Was the mage able to tie up find
Yes.
your friend?
we were able to tie up our friend.
I'm glad we pay him for something.
Yeah. We did have to kill. There were 2 people infested by the eye. One was a goblin. We neutralized that hostile.
Okay.
But we're going to bring some Sunwell water back and try to heal Cyphrus if we can.
Okay. So that just then you see the 4th elf that you didn't realize or that you saw coming on the way up there. You see he's very, very slender. He has his chin up in the air. He has golden hair like Lyostra. He has a 3-pronged crown with in the middle of the 3-prong is a little like kindling of fire. He has a almost like a vampire cloak, but instead of it being cloth or linen, it's dragon scales, golden dragon scales.
Rhogar wants
And
it.
and Glaewine bows to him, and he says, "This is our king, Torandor." And he says, and Torandor says, "Rhogar, I've heard so much about you."
I bow to.
our spies, or Glewan, has informed me of everything going on about how you were able to help Salt and his rebellion. I'm glad that us funding them came to at least some kind of good grace.
They did kill a lot of ogres.
That I hear. Well, this is the Sunwell, and we also heard that we were thinking that maybe we would try to heal your friend with this cup. However, there have been several humans that have been infected by the eye and try to make their way to the island just like your friend. We had to kill all of them before they arrived to the island. So the eye has been doing this for many years now. And we are not quite sure why the eye sends these cretins over to us. We assume that they're trying to dive into the Sunwell and infect the Sunwell. And with the power of the Sunwell, who knows where the eye can spread to? You could spread to the rest of the land. So this is not only just important to our people, but to yours as well. And I am very worried that we'll have to kill your friend if it does not work.
I'm worried as well, but I think we just have to give it a shot.
All right. Fill up your goblet and see if... So you walk over to the Sunwell and you take a dip, and it's almost the light as soon as you put your goblet in. It's just so piercing, and it's almost like it's very soothing to you. You as you dip your goblet in, you get some of its water, and it sends like tingles up your arm. It's very, very soothing.
All right, is everybody watching me?
Yeah.
Oh man.
As you dip it in, you notice a great dragon's head kind of rise out of the Sunwell and look at you.
What color is it?
A deep red. And Tyronder says, "This is my dragon. He guards the Sunwell."
He's a huge dragon.
Yes.
Is it the biggest dragon I've seen?
His head is as big as his house. It's huge.
What the
It's
hell?
huge. And the dragon kind of goes back underneath the water.
What?
Wow.
So Tyronder says, "Listen, I need to give you this dagger. And so he hands you a dagger. It's the hilt has a dragon's head on it, and it has wings as part of the handle has a dragon's head. The hilt is dragon wings, and it's a double-edged dagger, and it's very, very. It looks very fine made. There's runes on it, golden runes on it, and whatnot. And he says, this is the quickest way to kill your friend. And if we cannot heal him, I know that he is your friend and has known you for a long time. And I figure that it would be best for you to kill him and put him down."
Yeah.
And so he hands you the
I
dagger.
accept this responsibility. I put it in my belt.
Aim for the eye.
For his...
Yes,
Okay.
the eye.
The eye.
And that will be the quickest way. Otherwise, we'll have to burn him to death
Okay.
via our dragons.
I
And I would rather not have to do that.
would rather him not have to do that either.
Okay. So Glaewan say, I will accompany you guys by the air, just in case things go out of hand.
Do I have a beaker that I got from Elseisha?
A beaker?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Can I ask? I'd like to ask the whole party. Is it okay if I go to the Sunwell and fill this up as well? I'm just worried we'll spill this while we're on the horse.
Sure, that sounds like a fabulous idea.
And I fill it up, put it back in, and then we've got the glass.
Interesting.
I'll hand the glass to Lyastra.
Okay, so Lyastra takes it, and she's already on her white horse, and she says, "All right, we must hurry to the others."
Mount up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are on your way back. So now you guys are next to Hoeth the Mage. You are you are next to Glowfin, one of the twins, and you are.
Where's the other twin?
Anyway,
Ask
so,
Elseisha.
so you're all tied up.
Probably with the rest of the other elves that Cyphrus killed.
No, he ran off.
So you're
Those are
chained
your
up.
crazy spells.
You're chained up on each limb. and you're kind of suspended in midair, and there's chains going to 4 of the stone obelisks that were formed by the mage. And Glowfin says, I think we should kill him now. Why are we waiting for him? He's killed 13 of elves already.
He's under the influence of the eye. It is not him. Cyphrus would not normally act this way.
And how do you know
I do
this?
agree. We told Rhogar that we would wait.
Why not send...
I think it's only fair that we do.
Only 15 minutes.
You hear a rustling in the forest, and you hear Glowfin's brother, Fingol, come up, and he still has his hole in his stomach. Kind of, I know you healed it, but it's still kind of just bleeding, and he looks really, really upset. He's like, "I'm sorry, my brother. I was overtaken by something fearful, and I ran off. I don't know what overcame me." And he's kind of holding his stomach.
I don't know either. What it was.
And you see like a great like cavern of like just a blood. It's like gone through his armor, and he says, "I think we should end this man right here, right now."
I think you should wait patiently, because what is it really worth taking an innocent life?
Innocent life?
He has been possessed.
You see this hole in me? Just because he didn't harm you doesn't mean...
Good sir, you attacked him too.
Why? Why did I attack him?
He did nothing to you. He had not yet attacked you. He was merely holding you. And
what about the fathers and the and mothers he probably killed at that gate?
How do you know
If
that
not
it was
more.
him and not the other one that we killed, who has been leading and guiding him this whole time?
All right, well, let's ask him.
Why don't we wait 15 minutes and see what happens if we can cure him?
Hoa
What is
says-
the harm in that?
Hoa says, I also agree. We said that we would wait for them, and we shall.
Yes. Perhaps Cordelia, you could ask Rhogar where he is.
What's the range?
120 feet.
Okay, you can't get in there.
All right. So I think we shall continue to wait.
And if he can't be healed?
I have a question.
Yes.
What is the risk of him drinking directly from the Sunwell? I've heard of many instances where there's magical waters of healing purposes.
And if he infects the Sunwell?
You said he had to be completely submerged in it in order to do any damage, was your theory.
Nobody
Drinking
has
from it.
ever gotten this far.
I don't think it's wise for Cyphrus to be close to the Sunwell. I think perhaps Cyphrus should stay where you are and wait for Rhogar.
If the eye uses its power of the Sunwell, who knows what he'd be able to unleash onto the rest of the world. Not just us included.
I understand. We shall wait.
Let us ask Cyphrus. Cyphrus! And he kind of hits you like near the inner of your thigh with his axe. And he says, "Hello, wake up, fiend. What was your purpose coming to Midsoul?"
It's all very cloudy. My grand purpose was to try and heal myself, and I'm just met with so much resistance at every turn to try and heal myself.
His other twin gets another axe and puts it near your balls, well, at the edge, and he says, "Oh, really? How did you know about the Sunwell? Who informed you of it?"
Well,
You can feel the axe kind of biting.
I'd like to kind of say, Lyostra did. We were all with her, and she told us that the Sunwell and the Isles would help heal Cyphrus.
On Midsoul?
Yes, she told us that.
That seems
That is
very
why we have been
unlikely.
traveling here. That's why that has been our final destination this entire time.
Tell us what information do you know about the eye?
all I know is that I have, well, you saw what I could do. That's about it. Oh, I hear voices.
And the voices tell you?
They tell me scary things.
You can feel both of them kind of press their axe deeper.
It started with voices, and then it just urges. It was urges out of my control. I swear I went into anything.
What do
like
the
that.
voices say? Do you hear the voices now?
I don't hear anything right now, but they come and go. They just tell me things, and I listen.
What things do they tell you?
That I could heal myself if I only just reach the Sunwell.
Okay, so they let go and they say, so were you able to control yourself when you killed those elves?
Me? I didn't kill those elves. I tried my very best to restrain myself. The urge was so strong, yet apparently that little goblin I was with, I had no idea he was that monster. He did all that destruction. It wasn't me.
Roll a.
What was that thing, anyways?
Roll a deception check.
Oh.
7. No, 9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, you feel their axes kind of go in a little closer to your thigh. Oh, it was all the other goblins' fault, huh?
That's right.
You also followed him, correct?
I did. He was...
And you could have left him at any point.
No, I couldn't. He told me he was an apprentice of the Eye who was also trying to guide me to the Sunwell to heal me.
So you believe the eye over us?
Believe the... What I
Didn't you
believe...
fight the elf? Didn't you fight the eye?
I tried to fight it, but the urge is so strong, I can't resist. And plus, if you... I think you know what I've gone through earlier. Your guys' form of treating people like me.
He grabs your neck and he says, "You best pray that the water helps you, or my axe will cut off your head."
Cordelia, perhaps you could summon Rhogar? Send a message, perhaps.
Rhogar!
He's able to hear.
And I say, I best pray that be the case too.
I'll just how far. I'll tell her how far out I am, however far that is.
You guys are able to see a red dragon kind of cast his shadow over the road, and Glowine lands very close to where Cyphrus is.
The enormous red dragon.
No.
Oh.
Just the
Claire
smaller one.
White's dragon.
Cordelia's
Smaller
like,
one.
ah.
Smaller one. And he lands close to Cyphrus, and he's able to get off. And Glowine says, "Greetings, everyone. Lyostra and Rhogar will be here shortly." And you guys are... You
I
guys,
see
you guys
them.
get
They're
here.
cresting the hill right now.
All right. And you're there.
Is he alive? Can you see Lasha?
Yes, your friend seems to
See
be alive.
Rhogar, my eyes widen.
How many of your eyes?
Oh, that's a fair question.
Is this
You're,
Just
you're,
two.
you're in control of your eye.
Just 2 eyes.
Just two open?
2 normal eyes.
Cool. Okay. All right. Are we riding up now?
Yep, you're there.
All right, Lasha. How much of the goblet water's left?
Oh, just about half of it. Here
Half
you
of
go.
it. Perfect. All right. Do I see the twins? Are they still like?
They've backed off.
Okay,
from
good.
him.
So I'll just walk up. All right, Cyphrus.
Rhogar, you got
But,
it.
I got it.
Glowfin gets back on his dragon. He kind of hovers over him, and he looks at you and kind of looks at the dagger, and then yeah.
Are there any priestly ceremonies or anything that we should say or words before we attempt to heal him?
Lyosha says, "This is the first time this has ever happened. I'm not quite sure what to do from here,
Oh, I'm nervous.
but I will say a quick prayer on my own." And she kind of claps her hands
Elseisha,
together,
Maybe you should as well.
and
Do whatever
I
god
will.
you serve.
and they're done with their prayer. They say some stuff.
Cyphrus on your behalf.
All right.
Thank you.
Are you praying?
I did.
Okay. Did you pray?
Yeah.
All right. And we're not superstitious, so we didn't pray over the cup, right? No, we just prayed generally. Okay. All right. So I walk up. I say, Cyphrus, please. I don't know if this will do it by itself, but maybe if you believe in it and you want it to actually truly help you, this might cure you. But I think you're gonna have to fight for it as well. Okay.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay. And I'm gonna take out the receptacle that I brought along as well, and I'm gonna refill the goblet. Does that leave about like half this one left?
Yep.
And I'll close this one. I'll put it back.
I'd like to say, Cyphrus, if you cannot overcome this, I don't know how much more our protection will hold.
I understand.
We believe in you. All right.
All right.
All
thank
right.
you.
One last time. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. You have to. Let me do it.
Yeah. I pour it down his throat.
Okay. All right. You can feel the magical energies kind of going down your gullet. His veins on his neck get wider and wider, and instead of purple, they turn gold.
Gold?
Yeah, they turn gold.
That's
and,
cool.
And it's going all over his body. He starts to have his chest lift up up into the midair.
Like an Instagram thoughty trying to get a good picture.
Yes, absolutely. Do you fight against the eye? The eye is whispering to you all kinds of things. He's saying, "Don't give in to the light. Don't give in to the sunwell. They're trying to kill you, Cyphrus.
The light?
The light is trying to kill you."
Look at where you've got me so far! Flee from me!
Okay.
Ah!
Do you fight against the?
I fight against the eye.
Oh, you fight against the eye. Okay.
Yes, Cyphrus, yay!
So as you start screaming out against the eye, you see purple things kind of starts coming all over your body. It starts coming up to your legs and your arms, and you can see it kind of like moving towards your neck, and it starts balling up. And you open your mouth, and tentacles start sprouting, but then they get sucked back up into his mouth, and they go all the way up into his forehead, and the eye starts getting extracted from him, and tentacles come up, and there's a huge pit in Cyphrus' head, and it's almost like almost if you're pulling a root out of or
like a tuber?
plant or
that's so gross!
the root's trying to hold on to Cyphrus, and the eye just keeps going higher and higher up. And Glowfin says, "The dagger! Use the dagger!"
I take the dagger and I stab the eye.
As you're able to stab the eye. As you stab the eye, the roots completely leave Cyphrus, and the eye pops and disintegrates. And Glowfin comes as dragging down. You go unconscious, and there's a huge, almost like a 5-inch pit in your forehead.
Well, on the plus side, at least we knew he was kind of an airhead, so I don't think there's any lasting damage to the brain.
And the mage takes off the chains. All the pillars disappear. You're no longer bound up anymore. But you are at 1 HP.
I'm holding him. I catch him so he can't fall to the ground.
Yeah. Laosha says, "We're assuming that works, but we must get him away from the Sunwell as fast as possible."
Cyphrus, you were so brave. Shh, shh. We can't move him. Did you see what just happened?
The twins say, "Well, I'm glad for his sake that it appears to have worked." Laosha says, "We should probably head to Cape Town and at least try to see if there's any corruption. The port that you arrived in at first."
Take him to an inn, let him rest.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
But I'm not letting you out of my sight, Cyphrus.
Okay. So Salt says, "We were able to heal our friend?"
Yes, we were.
"Oh, fantastic. All right, I cannot wait to get off this stupid island." Oh, yeah. No offense to the elves. No offense.
Sorry about him. He doesn't quite understand where we are, what we're doing here.
Laosha says, "All right, I will accompany you guys to the inn at Cape Town." And the twins say that they're going to head out that way later. They just want to make sure that the area is secure. Gleowine goes up to tell the king what had happened. Yeah, and the mage just kind of like dusting the pillars where they used to be, doing something weird and magical. I don't know what it is. But he says that he'll catch up with you guys later as well. All right.
Interesting. So we make our way back to the...
Yeah. So you guys are on your horses. You guys want to make your way back?
Yeah, I'll put Cyphrus behind me and make sure he's like okay and everything.
Okay. Who has Salt with them?
I'll keep Salt with me.
Okay. Salt is with you. All right.
That's right.
So as you guys gallop away, Laosha goes up to you and says, "I'm so glad we didn't have to kill your friend."
Yeah, I'm so glad it actually worked. And at least now you have a treatment for those possessed by the eye.
Yes. Well, hopefully we'll be able to destroy the eye somehow.
Yeah, that was disgusting. I would love to destroy the eye. That thing was nasty.
Have you thought about taking some of that water and dumping it directly onto the eye itself?
Not until now. That is very interesting.
Maybe we could get that giant dragon, that's the king's dragon,
And fly it over to
and
the
fly
eye.
it over to the eye and...
Spit a mouthful out?
That is a wonderful idea. Wow. Wow. We need you in our council, obviously.
I think
I'd
that's
be happy to.
I call that a
oblige.
dragon-worthy idea. That's what I call that.
So as you guys go into the gates of Cape Town, you see a bustling market. You see the inn. It's called Joe's Inn.
Chosen.
Lyastra.
Is he a trader? Is that what he's known for?
Trading Joe's?
Yeah, Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's
yes.
Inn?
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
that's what he established here in our little colony for the rest of.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he sails the seas
Oh my
He's even made it to Gleister before. I've heard tales.
over the river.
And through the wood.
Wow.
goodness.
So you guys, there's a lot of different kind of shops everywhere, but I'm assuming you're gonna take Cyphrus back to the inn.
Yeah, we want him to rest.
Okay.
He needs much rest and good care.
And we need to watch him too, because we also don't know. We're hoping that was all of the corruption, right? But
Yeah.
we need to make sure when he wakes up, he seems good.
So as you guys go into the inn, there is a lot of different. There's gnomes, there's elves, there's humans.
Oh, really?
All over the place. And Lyastra informs you that this is the only port city on this island where they allow people of other races. They're not allowed anywhere else in the island, and you are very fortunate that you were able to even step foot close to the Sunwell.
I think you guys were fortunate we were able to step foot close to the Sunwell.
We feel honored that you included us.
And I feel honored as well.
We had no choice.
I say to the rest of the group, perhaps I should heal Cyphrus, or should I let him naturally heal himself?
We could try.
I'm afraid to heal him and
So-
something
So
happen with
Lyastra says, yes, bring him up to one of the rooms, and I will gladly pay for his lodging.
Thanks,
Thank you
Astra.
so much, Laostra. Do you perhaps also have a healing potion? Or know of anyone in this town who might?
And she opens up her satchel and she hands you 2 healing potions.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Appreciate this. Let's take him to his room then, shall we? And we shall watch over him, Laostra, make sure that there's nothing suspicious about him.
Okay. You guys, and Lyastra says, yes, I trust that you will be able to tend to his needs. If you need me, let me know. I'll be down here getting a drink. I need some wine, I'll tell you that much.
Aren't you afraid though you'll be recognized?
Oh well, these are my people. This is my land.
I'm glad you feel so safe here.
Is there a priest that you can send us?
Yes,
A priest of the Sunwell that would be able to ascertain whether there's corruption left?
Yes, Glaewine is already sending for him.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
I've been carrying Cyphrus like,
You guys are not
Viking
out the
style
room.
this whole time. Sweet Cyphrus!
And you lay him down on a red bed.
I go to pet his head, but then I don't want to hurt his forehead. He's got a big old vagina in it right now. Now that there's no eye.
There's it's kind of like almost like cut down the middle. It's about 5 inches, and it's about
5
an inch deep.
Oh, I thought you meant 5 inches deep.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know
5
how
inches
big
is a
his
lot.
head is.
Stephanie's like, is
but-
our party member lobotomied? How is he going to roleplay this the rest of the game?
And yeah, what do you guys do with? He's at 1 HP still.
Yeah.
I think we should pour the healing potion on his forehead and give him one to drink.
Well, I pour it on his forehead.
Okay.
And
Roll
he's sopping wet.
2d8.
We accidentally waterboard him.
I say in Elvish, I'm wary of helping Cyphrus. I think we
2.
should talk to the priest first to
You
make
did-
sure.
You rolled 2
Did you see
ones?
that?
He did. He
Yeah,
rolled
2.
2 ones.
2.
Okay, you are now at 3 hit points.
Does this do anything?
Yes, it helps just slightly, but
Does he wake up?
he does wake up, and he's very, very feeble.
What happened?
Cyphrus, you fought the eye.
We think you're all right.
Good job,
We think-
Cyphrus.
We're
Yeah.
so proud of you.
Oh, thanks, guys.
You don't hear any whispers anymore,
Do you hear anything?
and you feel much weaker than when you had the eye. You don't feel strong.
I don't hear anything, but
Oh.
Do you have corona?
I'm very weak. It took everything. I had to fight the eye.
Yeah, we're so
you
proud
will
of
heal.
you.
We will ensure that you heal. We've already given you 1 healing potion.
And I can't
Cyphrus.
believe we doubted you. We thought you killed those elves.
All things in due time.
What?
What? What's that?
What are you saying,
You're
Cyphrus?
going to kill more elves?
I'm saying I'll be better sooner rather than later.
This is very cryptic, Cyphrus.
I'm
Maybe
very confused.
I think you need more sleep.
I think yes.
Why don't you
Clearly
rest?
not thinking clearly.
I don't blame you. That thing was wild. I've never sprouted an enormous eye from my forehead.
And then had to give birth to it.
Yeah.
And its tentacles.
That was wild. It looked like a daikon radish, bro.
Once in a lifetime, I guess.
First no male to ever give birth, probably.
I don't want to think about that.
Okay, just go back to sleep. Shh.
Okay, so Cyphrus goes back to sleep, and you hear a knock at the door, and
I open the door.
okay, there is the priest that was at Summer's doubt, and he says, "Oh, I'm here to check on your friend.
Yes, please come in at
All
once.
How is he?" And he touches Cyphrus's head.
He awoke briefly and then went back to sleep. He said he's no longer hearing any sort of whispering, and he feels incredibly weakened.
Hmm. And he says, "I will have to probably extract a little bit of his blood." And he has a small little, like almost a small little knife, and he cuts a little bit of Cyphrus's arm, and he.
Does Cyphrus
Put-
wake up?
You wake up?
Do I?
Yeah, you wake up.
Oh.
Oh, hello,
Cyphrus, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Just relax,
We're just
Cyphrus.
checking to see if the eye's still in you at all.
And he drips blood into the vial, and he's like, "Hey, he's very weak. How long has he been out? A couple of hours?"
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd reckon, yeah.
All right. So he swishes around the vial full of blood, and he kind of does some kind of chanting to it, and the blood turns gold, and then it fades away. He's like, "Wow, the magic of the Sunwell, absolutely wonderful. Your friend seems to have no corruption inside him any longer."
Oh, that is a miracle.
Could I watch
Wonderful.
the cut? Does no tentacles? Does
No.
it heal? No, it's like not healing.
Not healing or anything like
Oh,
that.
Cyphrus, the first time. I'm glad to see that you're like not healing from a wound.
Tragically.
I will tell our king this, and as you can understand, we don't take kindly to visitors, even heroes such as yourself. If you could stay in Cape Town, that would be absolutely wonderful, especially with your friend. We wouldn't want to him running into any wives of the gods that he killed.
Oh, he didn't kill them.
Oh, he didn't kill them.
No, he told us that it was the goblin that was a servant of the eye that killed
That I
him.
slaughtered
That's right.
in retribution.
Yes,
for their
Cordelia
deaths.
took care of that goblin.
We will have to.
We killed that goblin for you guys because it was evil.
How long would you like us to stay in Cape Town?
As long as you wish. We'll have to. There were a couple of survivors at the gate. We'll get their testimony and see if anything must be done with your friend Cyphrus. I would stay in Cape Town.
That sounds lovely. And Lyostra did say at one point, long time ago, that we would get some reward for rescuing her from the Sunwell. I don't know if she mentioned anything of the sort to you.
Of course. I am just a feeble priest, and I would not be able to give you a sufficient award to you noble heroes.
Of course not. Perhaps we could go and visit her once she has rested tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
That would be wonderful.
All right.
Do
Is
the
she
priests have anything to do with dragons?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
What do you guys do? You guys take care of them?
Yes, we take care of their hatchery.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Is it possible to visit the hatchery?
Oh, it's you probably passed it on the way. It's very close to the Sunwell.
Would we be allowed to visit?
Probably not.
Oh.
And-
Okay.
And he bows to you and he goes out of the room.
I call Rhogar,
Cyphrus, I'm here.
and with an ounce of strength, I tell him to come in close, and I whisper to him, "I killed those elves."
You did?
Cyphrus. While Cyphrus is saying these things, I come over and I use Cure Wounds to give you back some of your HP, so you can roll
How much?
1d8 in your spellcasting ability.
You roll the
modifier.
1d8.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Cyphrus, how could you?
I had
They
to.
were innocent.
So was I.
Were you?
Yes. Innocent up till that point.
Well, hopefully we can collect our
You,
reward.
you get you're at 6 hit points now.
Cyphrus, if there are survivors, we need to get you off of this island immediately.
And I think we might need to get us off of this island, considering I just told the priest, I think the high priest, that he's innocent.
Well, we didn't know any better. We're only repeating what he's told
But
us.
we do now.
The reward. The reward.
I do
Well,
think
maybe
we
you should
should
have
You
thought
leave.
about that
have
before
full
you
range of
slaughtered
your
them.
voice now. You can.
The reward.
Maybe you should have thought about that before you slaughtered some innocent elves. It's good to keep people like this on your side, Cyphrus.
Perhaps we should hide Cyphrus
They
and say that
weren't.
he's run
They
away.
weren't helping
But if he
me.
runs away again, they're going to think
Cordelia.
he's still possessed by the eye, right?
Yes, but at least we can get our reward.
She seems to like Elseisha.
She does like Elseisha.
She does like
Maybe what we should do is we should have you two escape during the night. And then Elseisha and I can say, we don't know. We can collect our reward, and then we can follow you. The
We'll be
next one.
fugitives at that point, most likely.
Yes,
And we'd have to make it through elf
we're
territory.
mercenaries anyway.
Well,
so.
we're on an
We're
island.
mercenaries, not fugitives. Yeah, we're on an island, but the elves control most of this region of the continent.
That's true.
I think we'll have to wait at least till tomorrow to decide something.
Should I just come clean
You
with
want
the
to
elves?
wait until
Till
they come back for
tomorrow.
him and hold them on trial, and then we have to break him out, and then there's definitely no reward. That seems foolish.
Well, they'll give us a reward.
No, they won't.
Why would they give us a reward?
What if they kill Cyphrus after we've healed him?
That's very possible.
It's very possible.
I killed
That'd be a waste of a healing
over
potion.
10 elves, so.
How,
You killed over 10 elves?
How many of those elves wanted to kill him anyways? Once we were there healing him.
That's true.
With
How's
the,
that-
the Sunwell water.
Do you think that they're going to trust his word over the elves?
No,
Not a
Absolutely not.
chance.
no chance.
You need to get out of here tonight.
Not to mention that all of us have seen the Sunwell and no one is allowed to see it. And here all four of us are having seen it.
That was my fear, that there's a darkness that lurks behind these elves.
What is the chance that they let us off this
You
island?
killed 10 of them!
I know, but
That is a good point, Elseisha.
What are the
We've
chances
seen
they
too
let us
much.
off this island?
Yes. Now
Well,
that
I
we
wanted
know
to go
more
see the
about Sunwell.
hatchery.
Perhaps not. Cyphrus is not the only one who's in danger. Perhaps we all are.
I think we all might be.
I think we should all leave.
But we saved Lyastra. They haven't done anything to us.
if we could get to a dragon, we all could take off from the island.
Is
No,
true?
but they're bonded to their riders.
Well, how do they
We'll
bond
get,
with their riders?
we'll get a dragon that hasn't bonded with a rider
But
yet.
I think
Sounds
that's only the
dangerous.
babies.
Or the ones that could kill
The
you.
hatchery, though.
I could
Perhaps
swipe
with
a
babies.
baby.
You couldn't ride on the back of a baby.
That's true.
It wouldn't help you escape.
Maybe we should just check on the hatchery to see the size of the dragons and if they're bonded. And then, if they're not,
I'm just saying we could take dragons and get off. If they are controlling the ports, then we have to leave the island at some point.
Have you seen a dragon that's just left available and accessible for you to climb onto the back of?
Better yet, have you ever driven on a dragon before?
Yeah, do you know
Cyphrus,
how
or
to direct
controlled
one?
one?
Listen, we've
You
we've
can't
seen
ride a
so
horse.
much so far. Who knows what's there left to see?
or did they close the ports?
I have no idea.
That's what we should find out now.
So you are able to look into the port on one side of your room, and on the other side of the room, you're able to see the main gate that you entered in on.
I'd like to go to the one window and peer out.
Which one?
The one towards the port and see if anything looks suspicious. Is there hustle and bustle?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
there's-
ship's
there's-
still going to and fro.
So the sun is already coming down. It's at dusk basically. The light is fading and fading. You see the port is in full swing. There's ships going out and there's ships coming in. You see that they have turned on their lighthouse at the end of the port. But yeah, there's a lot of activity still happening.
It doesn't look like anything has been restricted, to my knowledge.
But what are the chances if we bugger off that they'll give you guys the reward?
Perhaps we could be persuasive.
I think it's pretty high.
I don't know.
That could work. That could work. Yeah.
So what? We're going to sneak into the hatchery, get onto a boat, and
Why are you sticking into the hatchery?
it's part of the plan that we
Nothing
established
to do with
this.
the plan.
And then,
Nothing to do with the
and
plan.
then we're going to just try to leave.
Sneak into the hatchery.
And they've got to be on high alert right now, right?
Yeah,
Considering
around the
Sunwell
hatchery
was just
too.
attacked.
Especially around the hatchery.
That is true.
Maybe don't steal a baby dragon this time, Rhogar.
I think it's best
I might be
for
able to steal a baby dragon for you,
You
Rhogar.
might be able
any
to steal
ships
a
that we
bit.
get out of
There we
here.
go.
I think should be
But
done
it
by
might
Rhogar and Cyphrus.
Bond with me instead. That's the risk, though.
They said that you need to drink the Sunwell water in order to bond with the dragon.
Do you have any somewhat water?
I wonder if I have any Sunwell water.
Cordelia, this is what I think we should do. We first met these gentlemen when we were working with Rhogar, and they were along for the ride, and our story can be that they no longer are, and we don't know them.
Yep, I agree.
All the while, you guys can procure a ship for us, or some way of getting off this island, be it a
Dragon, if
dragon,
you
be
need
it a
it.
ship. And once we've received our reward, then we can come back together.
How about where are we going to meet?
I think that depends on the information we find.
I think
But we can't like communicate with each other once we run away.
Depends on how
I'd
far away
like
you
to
are.
look out the window and see if there's like a spot that looks like maybe it would be a good meeting place that would be surreptitious.
Okay, so there's the docks in front of you, and you guys are on a small island called Cape Town. It's connected to the mainland via a bridge and that main gate that you were at. And there,
So it's not just by boat.
what's that?
It's not just accessible
Yeah,
accessible
it's
by
not
boat.
just accessible by boat. You can take the bridge, but it does look heavily guarded. You're able to see the rest of the mainland has huge cliffs. Cyphrus will remember from when he was climbing them when he first got here. And then there's just a vast city in front of you guys, reaching out to the water.
What time of day is it?
It's now night.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should just wait at the docks for you guys until you've gotten your reward and are able to come down to the docks, and then we can keep an eye out for you and signal you which boat we're on.
And what happens if you get captured at the docks or you're forced to sneak onto one of them and leave early because there's guards out searching for you? Where should we
We're
meet
not
then?
stealing a
Why
boat.
would
We're just
we
going to
go to
stow
the-
away.
Why would we go to a boat when we could
I think you need to leave a
possibly ride on
message for us.
dragons?
The fully grown dragons are bonded to their riders.
You need to leave a message
Right,
for us,
which is
just in
still-
case you need to leave early.
Okay. Well, I think we should let everybody in the tavern see you two getting a separate room from Cyphrus and I, so your culpability is lowered at least.
I
I
agree.
think that's a good idea.
And I also think
We'll leave a message for you in your room.
if you do need to board a ship.
Yeah.
All right.
You hear a knock at the door.
All right. I go and open the door.
Okay. And Glairwine is there, and he says, hello, mistress. I was here just on behalf of the king. He wants the twins to guard Cyphrus's room.
That should be fine.
Which one is this the room here?
This
Cyphrus?
is his room, yes.
Yes.
We are not
Yeah,
staying here
this
this
is my
evening.
room.
Yes.
All right.
I
I'm
come
gonna stay
behind
here with
Cordelia
Cyphrus.
and I say to him, "Is there any way you can procure for us another room separate from Cyphrus for Cordelia and myself, us being ladies?"
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. All right. I'll go.
Can
I'll
I
go
make
and do
a
that.
Can I make a request that I have
And
different?
he kind of stands straight up and crosses his arms, and he says, "Your request."
Well, I mean, just to have different elves guarding this room. I'm fearful for my life right now. Those
They
twins,
will-
they
they will protect you with their
threaten me
life.
to kill me.
They'll protect you with.
Are you really sure? Do you really believe
They're on
that?
orders of the king.
Okay, all right,
I'm sure you'll be safe, Cyphrus.
okay.
These gentlemen are honorable. We know.
In the morning,
Stand bodyguard.
Lyostra and the king had a question for you three. Would you prefer money or items?
What kind of items?
As some enchanted items, perhaps.
I'd prefer money.
I prefer items.
How much money?
A handsome sum. A reasonable sum.
A reasonable, handsome sum.
Yes.
Calculating to how much exactly?
I am only here on behalf of Lyostra and the king.
And
They
they've
would
given you
know
no
the sum.
details?
They've given us no details. They only asked if you would like an item or gold.
Item.
All right.
I'd prefer gold.
Boring. Am I right, Clay?
When do I need to give you
I
my
agree.
decision by?
What?
Preferably
Are you
now.
kidding me?
Are you gonna make a pros and cons chart?
An Excel spreadsheet?
Oh, God.
She's like, I'm a J.
I will take an item.
Okay. All right.
Right?
That's a cool thing to do. Only dorks take money.
Yes,
The
but
twins
money-
will be here very shortly, and will be guarding Cyphrus.
They'll guard the door.
Yes.
Sounds lovely. That means I will have an easy night's rest.
Yes. There will also be a couple of paladins down below in the bars, just in case anything happens.
Wonderful.
Okay, great.
All right, and I'll leave you to good night.
Good night.
Yes, good night. Again, once more, the room for Cordelia and I, when will we be made aware of which one it is?
It's already
soon.
now?
Soon.
Soon, yes.
We'll wait here until then. Thank you.
Okay, so he hurries down and assumingly to buy you guys a room.
Okay, great.
So I still think we should stick to our original plan and get him out of here tonight before he gets captured and put into jail.
Those guards aren't there to keep anyone out. They're there to keep me in.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Can you sneak out the window? Are you up to it?
Shh.
Can you sneak out the window?
How? What's the height? I haven't been up to see the window.
But don't you have room?
I'm sure we could climb up to the roof.
Yeah.
Or down. If it's...
Rhogar, we might be able to get dragons. I've already had a sip of the water from the sun.
Also, you two
haven't.
are if you don't go to sleep tonight, you'll be exhausted.
Let's go to sleep right now.
Yeah.
And then wake up early.
To get our dragons.
You hear two footsteps coming up the stairs. They seem pretty large.
Wonder who that could be.
And you also see smoke coming from the bottom of Cyphrus's window.
What?
Smoke?
From the bottom.
I go look out the window.
And you notice the mage opening up a little pipe, Hoeth the mage. And you notice
Mage.
Glowfin there kind of chatting with him at the bottom of your guys' window.
Ooh.
So we're being double guarded. Lovely. Or what? Do we know what floor we're on?
You're on the second floor.
How many floors are there in the inn?
3 floors.
3 floors? Okay. Okay.
Mm.
How tall is the room?
How tall is the room?
Yeah.
It's probably 10 feet.
10 feet?
Oh,
If
2
Cypher
stories.
stands on my shoulders, can he reach the roof?
How tall are
The
you?
ceiling.
I'm like 5'10".
How tall are you?
I'm like 3.5 feet.
Okay, so he cannot reach.
Can he?
the
Well, he
ceiling.
should
you
be able
should
to.
be
Well, he'll be
Reach
able
his
to
arms.
touch the ceiling.
Yeah.
Arms extended.
Okay. Once the girls leave, I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys going to bed then?
Yes.
Okay. So do you guys open your door?
Goliath hasn't come back.
Yes, I mean we can. See.
Oh, let's go down to that cabin and ask for everyone ourselves. I'm an independent woman, after all.
So as you guys open your door, Finglow is there with his axe, and he says, "Ladies, your room is to the far end."
Thank
the
you
last
so
one on
much.
the
Thank
door.
you very
Yes,
much.
not a
Appreciate
problem.
it. Do you need any food before we go to rest?
Do you need any food or anything like that, or any guards at your door?
I think
I can see your door from here.
dinner should suffice.
dinner would be lovely.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. All right. So
We'll
as
see
you
you
guys
in the morning.
see you in the morning.
Okay. Go to our room.
And they're outside the door now, but they haven't knocked or anything, right?
Which one?
The twins.
So one of the twins is down at the bottom,
Okay.
and then one of the twins is at the top,
At the door.
at the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he
And
didn't
then-
like knock or anything when he got
No,
there.
he didn't knock.
But you have 2 windows too.
Oh yeah, we have 2 windows.
So you said they were facing opposite directions.
Yeah.
Can I check the other window? Is there anybody down below there?
No, there's nobody down below there.
What is that, the other one?
But you do notice that there's a guard circling
Okay.
the premises.
Rhogar was about to be upset. What is this guarding?
Have I heard footsteps from above?
No, no footsteps.
No footsteps from above us? Okay.
Rhogar will be exhausted if we don't get some shut-eye.
You could be dead, and then you...
There's a knock at the door, and there's a
Perfect.
maid with food for you guys. So you guys get your food. And
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Delicious.
Are you guys in the new room, or are you with us?
We're in a new room.
Cordelia, I think it's best that we go to sleep.
I
As well.
agree. We'll need to rest
Heal
for tomorrow.
ourselves.
They're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill your ass.
How loud are you saying this?
I'm whispering it, but I'm gonna say it for the mics.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill your ass.
I figure they were once I stepped foot on this island. Might as well go all in.
Okay.
But without the eye's influence, I can think a little bit clearer now.
I don't think I'll be able to sneak around because I'm a clumsy ass fighter who's good at killing things and being loud. Here's what I think we should do. I think you should knock me out, tie me up, and gag me. And then I think you should run out the window where there's no guards.
And then where shall I run after that?
Just hide, like, in the town.
Hide in the town.
Yeah, hide out in the town.
I don't think there's anywhere I can hide from these dragons.
You might be right. But what's the alternative? We just sit here and they kill you, ass?
We don't know for certain if they're gonna kill me, Rhogar.
Bro, I think they're gonna kill you. They said they've got survivor testimony about you killing those elves. They already weren't too keen on you, but by the time you got to the island...
I don't know how they were survivors. I really thought I killed all of them.
That's not good logic. You're not helping your case.
This isn't my thing, Rhogar.
But your thing is
Where do
sneaking.
I need to go? Where do I need to go?
Your thing is sneaking. I think...
Do I need to go to the hatchery? Is that where I can get the baby dragon? Right. You wanted one too, right?
I mean, I do want a baby dragon, but I don't think...
You might be able to get one there without, drawing attention to yourself. Because you're not wanted for numerous crimes.
Well, they said we can't go outside of this part of the village.
Just, right now, at least.
But I think you need to get out of here. And I think the best way that they'll believe it is if you, like, knock me out, like, hurt me a little bit, gag me, tie me up, and go out the window. They'll search for you, but you're the most elusive thief I've ever known.
What kind of magical artifact do you think you'll be receiving?
I have no idea.
Okay. Just wondering. So you think that's what I should do? Just
I think that's what you should do.
escape the window and just go somewhere?
Yeah, and hide out and watch for us.
Watch for us. I don't know if I'd be able to watch for you where I'm planning on hiding, but...
Where are you planning on hiding? In the hatchery?
No. If this is a good city, they have sewers. I was thinking maybe about hiding in the sewers, at least. But I wouldn't be able to communicate with you guys then. Only if Cordelia were to communicate with me.
Okay, well, we'll do our best. Just try to find us and we'll try to find you. I just don't want you to get killed.
Neither do I. But maybe after all... No.
Wait,
right! I don't deserve to die.
Damn, you guys have the invisibility powder, don't you? Who has the invisibility powder?
Not me.
Do you have the invisibility powder? I'm asking outside of game. You don't know?
The answer is yes. I
You
remember.
have the invisibility powder?
Yes.
Oh, you guys have Pass Without a Trace as a spell.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
What is that?
It's basically invisibility magic.
For other people? The user or someone else?
For someone else.
I have it for others as well.
I'm going to say, okay, this is what we'll do. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to check in on the girls. I'm going to see if I can get that invisibility powder. And then I think you should just...
Make a run for it.
Like, what do you think's going to happen? What would happen to someone who killed 10 gnomes where you're from? I know what would happen to someone who killed 10 humans where I'm from. They would cut off their thingy bits and feed them to them and then draw and quarter them. That's what they do. I've seen it done.
Wow.
I've done it.
For the gnomes, we suffocate them. I mean, that's just our preferred method.
Yeah, with earth, I've heard of that.
We just bury them alive.
You dig a
Depends on
cave,
the crimes.
put them in there tied up and collapse the cave on top of them.
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
They get very afraid and you can hear the screams to this day.
So what do you think the elves are going to do?
To this day.
Probably use
something
weird
similar.
Magic
Probably have a dragon eat your ass or something, right?
They wouldn't risk that. They don't want to risk polluting the dragon.
Well, let's not. The finer points of the execution are relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on the girls.
If you can,
Yeah.
see if you could get past the guard.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not being guarded. Okay, I'm gonna get some food for both of us.
Yeah.
I give a little knock on the door.
And Glofin opens the door and he says, "Hello, yes."
Hey, Glofin, I'm
Yes.
good to walk.
And he glares at Cyphrus.
I'm good to go to and fro from this room, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna go grab some food.
Of course.
Okay, great.
Would you like a separate room?
I would rather keep an eye on Cyphrus just to make sure that he's completely...
I know the priest said that he no longer had any corruption, but it might be better if he would be alone.
But I'm. Hold on. I close the door and I go, between you and me,
Yes.
between you and me, I'm concerned. I want to keep an eye on him, just like you're doing here. And like you'll guard the outside and I'll guard the inside.
And if he kills you with tentacles and all kinds of stuff,
Even when he was tentacled up, he didn't kill me.
that's a fair point.
At least it'll be an early alarm system if he does.
I'd rather not risk your life, though.
This is what I do, you know. I risk my life for gold. It's mercenary ways.
I'll probably have to sleep in there anyway.
Yeah.
Once you guys get done talking and whatnot. Anyway,
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, we
it'd
can.
probably be safer that way.
We'll be sleepover buddies then.
Yeah,
Really.
absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I want to go to the girls' room.
Okay. So you go to the girls' room.
I'm already sleeping.
He's just about to fall asleep. I open the door. What do you want?
Hey guys, I just wanted to have a little I feel emotionally.
Are you drunk again?
That's beside the point. I feel like we didn't get emotional catharsis after today, so I just need a little chitter chatter.
I wake up. Rhogar, why don't you come in the room and shut the door?
Okay,
What are your
great
thoughts?
idea. I do that. I go, hey, I'm so emotional. Hey, I need the invisibility powder. Oh man, such tragedy. I
Of
need
course you do.
it. Okay, give it.
No, you're probably just gonna go off to the hatchery and try and steal a dragon.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes, you.
The hatchery? No.
I don't even trust you to give me your word.
so many good elves. No, it's not me.
I don't
We
even
need
trust
to-
you to give me your word.
We need
You
to
won't
get,
use
we need
it
to
just
get,
for your
we need to
sake.
get Cyphrus out. They're gonna kill him.
So you dip on Cyphrus.
Where
and
you're
not
from?
yourself.
Where you from? What do they do to people who have killed 10 people?
It doesn't matter what they do.
I don't know. I
I
don't
know
know.
that Cyphrus is in danger. I know we get to get him out. The problem is I don't trust you.
There's no ethno-state with half-elves, so I can't say that killed 10 half-elves.
I shall go and give this invisibility powder directly to him. I do not
Oh,
trust
that's-
it in your safekeeping.
That's
But I agree
sketchy.
it's a good idea. And
The twins were so brave! Sorry.
I'll do it under the pretense of giving him more healing potion.
What-
I think Cordelia's right, Rhogar.
Okay. I don't care.
You don't think that
Yeah.
you would
Sure
take
you
the invisibility powder and become corrupt in your heart and want to go get those dragons?
No, never.
So and just to verify, the plan is for you to still sneak out with Cyphrus.
No.
What is the plan?
Cyphrus is going to knock me out and tie me up and
So-
gag me.
You,
Switching to Cyphrus for just a moment. You
God.
see Glowfin open the door, and he kind of just sits there, and he says, "You're lucky. No, you're lucky. That's all I'll have to say. I would have killed you right here now. But I'm sent here to guard you, and so is the mage." And the mage kind of walks in, and he's like, "I'll be sleeping with you for the night in your quarters."
Damn, bro, you've got more dudes sleeping with you.
And he has
In a grinder
his
meetup.
little pipe, and he kind of sits down on one of the chairs in the corner, and Glowfin shuts the door.
Why am I so lucky?
The mage, it's probably because both the twins would have liked to sever your head by now. And he takes a sniff of the pipe again.
I don't doubt that.
All right, back to you guys.
Cordelia, perhaps you should give it to Rhogar. If he does something silly, then that's on him. But if you're seen administering this whatever to Cyphrus and then he goes missing, then perhaps it'll be on us and it'll ruin our alibi.
It's true.
That's so
Rhogar,
logical.
if he wants to put himself in danger and get a dragon, then let him.
You know what? I trust the justice of these fine elves. That's what I think. So I think we should just wait till tomorrow.
I think that since I paid for the invisibility portion, you can
Perhaps if you reimburse Cordelia.
reimburse me, and I would be happy to give it.
I just said I don't need it. I'm gonna go back to Cyphrus.
How about you give it to me on loan, and then when I see you in the morning,
How much did you
I'll
pay
give
for
it
it?
back to you.
How much did you pay for it?
5 gold.
For all of it?
I don't remember. I'm making up numbers.
5 gold. Okay, 5 gold.
You mean Lyostra paid 5 gold?
Who paid for it?
I did.
5
Cordelia
gold?
did.
Okay, I'll give you the 5 gold.
After
I give
her
you
falcon
one
and
of
another
invisible-
One? 1?
It's on loan. I'll give you your money back in the morning.
You said it was 5 gold. Okay, deal. I've got
Cordelia
the
did
paladin
buy this
now.
out of her own money after her falcon, which is outside, I believe.
I
after
gave
she
you money
bought
for
that.
I gave you money to buy stuff.
You did. But I shall hold on to this until you return in the morning.
You
Well, your
also brought
falcon
Cyphrus here
did
with
a lot
us,
in that little
and-
escapade with Cyphrus, didn't it? Damn, that falcon was helpful. And not forgotten about whatsoever.
Perhaps the falcon will like you more. Maybe you should take it as a pet instead of your dragon.
You should.
I don't know. I'm not after a pet.
Rhogar.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Rhogar.
check on Cyphrus. Then I think I'm going to get very drunk because I agree with Lastra. I've got so many feelings.
All right. Well, you can leave now. We don't want to hear about your feelings all night.
Okay.
Farewell,
Okay. Bye.
Rhogar.
Are you going down coming down the hall?
I try to hug the guard outside of their door,
Lofen kind of like puts his arm.
and I kind of
What's
like hug his little hand, like, and I keep walking.
All right, so you're coming down you're going down the stairs.
No, I'm going back to the room
Okay.
because I don't know there's guards inside, right?
No.
And I see that there's no one guarding outside, and I kind of get.
Oh no! Glofen is still. There's nobody guarding their door. It was the one of the.
Oh,
twins.
okay. I hug one of the twins, then I open the door.
Okay. All right, and then you open the door. You notice that there's smoke in the room, and you turn to your left, and you're seeing the mage with his hat down, kind of still smoking his pipe.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. How are you doing, Rhogar?
I'm emotional.
Are you retiring for the night?
I think I'm gonna go get emotionally hammered
Oh,
at the
okay.
bar. That's my new plan. I was going to sleep, but I just started talking about my feelings, and I can't handle that because I'm a fighter and, a man. So instead of dealing with my emotions constructively, I'm going to instead numb myself.
Well, I'm setting up a magical barrier in the room tonight. So knock. At least I'm sure you'll let me know.
Okay.
'Cause
That
I don't
sounds
want you
good.
crashing into any walls or anything like that.
Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes I just end up passing out in the bar, and they just leave me there,
Sounds like a good place to sleep.
Yeah, I like it. Off I go!
Okay, so you leave, and then as you leave, you notice that there's a magical wall that comes out over the door.
DM, in all of my experience traveling the world, adventuring, do I know what happens with fire and the magical wall?
What you do know is that you have to kill the mage that set up the magical wall, or have a dispel effect with you in order to. That's higher. That's a higher
Like level or
level
power,
than
yeah.
than.
But the mage can just take it down at any time, right?
Yes. you
Okay,
can.
great. I head to the bar.
Okay. So you're coming down downstairs. You notice there's a lot of tables. There's at least 4 or 5 tables. You notice that there's a diverse group of people. There's dwarves and gnomes and no orcs or goblins or anything like that. Just
Where's Salt?
He's with
He's at the foot of my bed with his little
Yeah.
face mask, sleeping as well.
Yes.
I've grown quite fond of Salt.
See,
Like a
she has a
son.
goblin pet. You got a falcon pet. Everyone's getting pets.
You've got
You have a
gnome.
falcon.
So as you come down, you notice that there are in the corner there's elves that have green vine tattoos all over them. They have kind of a greenish, like they look like the elves from
The
Leicester.
disputed plains?
Yes,
Oh.
they look like those elves.
Oh, shit.
And they kind of look at you, and they don't notice that you're from Gleister, and they look away. And then there's Trader Joe's at his bar, kind of serving everybody. He's kind of like a very, very tall man with mutton chops.
Oh, is he a human?
He's a human.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
He's a tall man with mutton chops, and he's got like kind of wild hair, and he's around like 6'5". He's a pretty brawny guy.
That's awesome.
Alright.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Okay. Well, we are needing to take a break. All right.
So we'll be right back.
Bye.
See you in a few. 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh,
like doing
Nick just
that.
screamed. You guys missed it, thankfully, but Mike's now live.
You're lucky.
But you're safe.
All right.
So Rhogar makes eye contact with the wild elves, and then they look away. And you see Trader Joe's. You see a whole bunch of dwarven sailors, presumably from the ship that you came on, the Ironclad. And yeah, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna start getting drinks at the bar.
Okay. Trader Joe's, welcome to my bar, friend.
Hey, are you the?
Are you from Gloucester?
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm
I am from Astoria. We've
Oh, really?
Yes. Remember when Astoria owned Gloucester?
well,
What a
that-
good time that was for you. Now you guys are just all rumbling amongst yourselves with your dirty little clans.
you know, owned is a strong word there. Owned is a strong, but you know what is more important than
Yes.
strong word? Strong drink.
And it'll be on me because I know people from Gloucester are awfully poor. Here you go, friend.
Haha, this is hilarious. Start drinking.
And the wild elves are kind of looking at you more anxiously.
Do they have anything flammable or made of fire on them?
No, only their bows.
Only their bows. Okay. Is there a kitchen?
Yes, there's a kitchen.
Is there a kitchen? Is it like right off of the main tavern?
It's inside the tavern. You see waiters coming in and out.
Okay. Awesome. So is there any way that I could like pretend I'm drinking?
Roll a deception check.
Well, I got an 8.
So you're not able to when you're trying to pretend to drink, it's kind of like running down your neck. It's kind of like missing your mouth.
Can I just pretend to be drunk already then?
Yes.
I'll stop trying to do that while this is really not working. So I guess I'll just have to actually get drunk. And okay, so I'm gonna keep on buying drinks.
You should get laid.
Okay. Each drink, Joe says, "Listen, I know I gave you a free drink, but I can't just let you keep coming and coming back. Beggars do that all the time, and they
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
just so it's on tap and whatnot. So it'll be 5 silver for each.
5
drink.
silver? Okay. I give him the 5 silver, and I just keep drinking. And I start talking.
How
Is there
many
anybody
drinks
near
did
me?
you buy?
Pardon?
How many drinks did you buy?
I'm buying one at a time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But as it's going, is there anyone sitting near me?
Yes, the dwarves are sitting near you.
My friend, were you on the ship?
Ah, yes, I remember you.
You remember me, right?
Ah, yeah.
We're comrades essentially at this point. That
Absolutely.
wave was insane.
It was absolutely wild.
Let's drink to that.
Ah, right, I'll have that.
I slam my drink. Joe!
Oh.
I need another drink faster than Astoria broke their contract with Gleister.
They sure did. Didn't they?
More money. I take it. I'm like, the dwarves! Have you guys been to Gleister, dwarves?
Yes, we are. Finn has.
You've been to Gleister?
Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright, right?
It's not as good as the mountains, but it's still pretty good.
The mountains, they've got some pretty dwarf women in the mountains.
I didn't think a human would think a dwarf would be pretty.
A human as well traveled as me appreciates women of every size and hairiness.
And hairiness.
And hairiness.
To hairiness.
To hairiness. And Gleister.
And Gleister.
Gleister, which is okay.
You can obviously the wild elves kind of heard that, and they begin to, one of them leaves the tavern looking very upset.
Okay, so
Then Finn asks you, "Hey, where are you going to go after this whole thing?"
probably to the
Probably.
Baby, you're blowing the mic.
I might need a ride, because you know what I want to do? I want to go back
My goodness.
to the disputed lands. That's where I want to go back to. That's where
What are
I'm
the disputed lands?
Oh, you haven't heard?
Never in my whole
The
entire life.
disputed lands are the territories in between Gleister, Astoria, and a number of other countries, and they're actually fought over because no land has been able to control them. Do you know why?
One of the elves stands up and he says, "They're not disputed lands. They're our lands."
Well, hold on, friend. The dwarf was asking for a history lesson, not a fantasy lesson.
You're in the red still.
Yeah, we're in the red. This is going. Shit's about to blow.
Oh my goodness.
A fantasy lesson.
How many elves are there?
There's 3.
There's 3 elves? Okay, sick.
Oh gosh.
A fantasy? Then what about the War of 210 when we destroyed you dogs in the Battle of Culloden?
Which dog? Which dogs are you referring to? Do you take me for a member of the Dogs of War? That mercenary group, and I spit at the elves' feet, is dog shit. A dog shit. You know who I'm from? Where I'm from?
Where are you
Claire's
from?
Dragoons.
Oh,
Claire's
those
Dragoons.
half-wit bastards couldn't even tie a horse to its saddle.
Oh, well, you know what I tied to horses? You know what I tied
Probably
to
your
horses?
mother's.
No. Fucking elves! Nomadic elves! When we drew and quartered them!
All the elves, when he said that, kind of stand up. and-
Wild elves! Wild elves.
What the hell?
Then the leader of the elf kind of like, or what you presume is the leader, kind of gets closer to you and says, so why are you here in the Summer Isles?
Busy.
Is it to get an alliance with your distant cousins, the Sumer elves?
Your distant cousins.
Oh, yes, my distant cousins, not you.
I mean, I do look more like them. I get your confusion because I'm civilized and you're not.
Are you
But-
allowed on the rest of the Isle of Midsole? Because we are.
Oh, really? Have you been to the Sunwell?
Yes, we have.
I don't believe you.
Well,
If you've been to the Sunwell, you
I
would be
I
able
wouldn't
to
think
have
a
the sun
half-wit
power.
inbred man from Gloucester would be able to even comprehend what the Sunwell was.
What are the dwarves like? What are they doing?
The dwarves are just kind of like happy they're drinking
They're
more
just
wine.
enjoying
They're enjoying the
Okay.
fight.
DM, while this is happening, do Cordelia and I have any dreams? You don't have to say it yet, but
Huh?
while this is all happening downstairs, is there any
You guys,
dreams
you
that are
guys
happening?
are awoken by the noise and the ruckus upstairs. And Salt goes, "Oh wow, there's a lot of noise going downstairs.
Sounds like Rhogar.
You want me to go check on him?"
No, you stay here.
It's best we stay here.
You
so.
stay to your salt.
All right, well I'm not gonna agree to not. I love sleep, so I'm gonna go back. And he
should.
takes his little nightcap and he puts it over his.
I'd like to
his
listen
hand.
to more of what's going on
Me too.
from my room.
Okay, DM, I have a question. Do I know if there's tension between the dwarfs and the elves?
Oh, which elves?
The nomadic elves.
No, there's no.
There's no tension there at all? Okay. Well, this will be fun. So, where were we in the argument when we jumped back to us?
You guys were talking about the Sunwell, and you haven't been there, but they have.
And we're just arguing,
Yeah.
just generally.
Just in
Yeah.
general.
Well, I say you're all a bunch of filthy liars, and you know what? We should fight about it.
Ro-
Oh, Rhogar.
We are here on a sacred mission that is above your.
And I
petty-
backhand him.
Roll an athletics check to see if you're able to hit him.
Ooh. Athletics check? I got a 22.
Okay, you are able to smack him down, and all the.
Can I smack him into the dwarves?
Yes, you're able to smack him into the dwarves. And he falls onto the dwarves, and all the wild elves chant, we challenge you to a duel.
A duel! This is a brawl! And then I want to grab.
And they quiver their arrows and point two of them at you.
Can I jump behind the bar?
Roll another athletics check to see if you make it.
23!
Okay, so you run over and you dive next to Trader Joe's, and you see his ankles because he has a really short shorts on that barely cover his testicles. And he kind of looks at you and is like, "Oh, how are you doing there? What's happening? Don't start any Gleister business in my bar."
Don't worry, this is an Astoria rules brawl that's going on right now.
And then the main elf gets up and he says, "Coward, meet me outside."
As Trader Joe, who's from Astoria, and I were saying, half wild elves are the worst.
And Trader Joe says, No, I said nothing of the sort. In fact, I detest Gleister and all their decrepit man.
Oh, so the Astorians have given up on the territories.
As far as I know.
Trader Joe, I don't believe you're from Astoria anymore. No Astorian would give up on the disputed territories.
He whispers to you, he said, "Why else do you think I'm Trader Joe?"
Oh.
And he winks at you.
That's very very good. All right. Does it seem like there's
The wild elves.
a brawl? There's a brawl.
The wild elves are outside now waiting for you. And the dwarves say, "All right, you can take him, Rhogar."
Yeah. Okay. All right.
What is going on?
You guys are able to hear all the yelling and commotion.
Cordelia, should we go and help Rhogar or let him?
No, I don't see a good reason why we should intervene.
All right then. I'm going back to sleep if I can.
I want to go outside,
Okay.
but through the kitchen. Trader Joe, can I go outside through the kitchen?
I don't know why you would want to
You
go
don't-
through the kitchen.
Because they pulled arrows in a barroom brawl.
Gotta get
Well,
a frying pan.
This can't be good for business if there's a murder.
No, you all right. You all right.
So what if I just slip back through?
How about this? Don't fight them, and that would be absolutely fantastic. I don't want more guards here.
That's what
They're
I'm-
already guarding you lot.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't I just slip out the kitchen? I'll go kip somewhere for the night. No problem for anybody.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So can I just go through?
Roll a charisma check.
21.
Damn.
All right. He says,
That's time to
and
go
here's
out.
another beer for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
the road.
Thank you so much. Is there a lot of cooking grease in the kitchen as I walk through it?
Yes, the cook is cooking with grease.
Huh. How athletic does the cook look?
He's a pretty big man.
Oh.
He's like 300 pounds.
Oh.
And then he has the waiters coming back and forth.
Okay. I'll just go out through the kitchen. But I want to go attack the elves from their blind side.
Okay, so you get outside, and which way are you going?
I'm gonna circle.
So you are on the far end of the tavern now. You can either go to the left or you can go to the right.
I'll go to the right.
Okay, so you go to the right, and you notice you ram it. You bump into one of the guards that you saw that was circling around the right side of the tavern. He says, "Oh, Rhogar, I didn't expect. I expected you to be asleep."
Well, I got a little drunk. Then I had a conversation with some wild elves.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go finish that conversation.
Shall I accompany you?
Do you like wild elves?
I care not, but I must protect you.
Okay, let's go.
So if he follows you, also you are at level 2 exhaustion, so your speed is half.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you get up behind the elves. Okay. Oh jeez. Woo.
These are the fun guys that Rhogar is fighting. I can see.
All right. And you can roll to see if you can sneak up on them. So
Oh,
roll-
I'm not trying to sneak up on
Wait,
them.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I'm yelling at them, and I yell, "Hey, you lot, wild elfy bastards! You had 3 people, we've got 2 people, and we're going to lick you, both figuratively and then literally.
Well, you can try.
Are you gonna shoot arrows, or are we gonna have a good old-fashioned fist
I'd
fight?"
rather not kill another Glycerian from the many that I've already killed.
Okay, let's go.
So roll for initiative.
Oh gosh.
Are we making a loud enough noise to draw the guards that were stationed around the inn?
Yes.
Speed's half, right?
Yeah, your speed is half, and your disadvantage on ability checks, which I should have remembered to do while you were rolling your ability checks. Okay.
5 for me.
I think you used up all your luck.
All right, so there's only one elf fighting. You're fighting the one that you slapped. One of the elf rolls, see if he punches you in the face, and he's able to punch you in the face. You take 4 damage.
Ugh.
I'd like to say, well, I'd like to go over and shake Elseisha and say, it got quiet down there, way too quiet. I'm gonna go check on Rhogar, just make sure he hasn't done anything stupid.
Salt
I think
is
that
snoring
sounds
very
good.
loudly.
I'd like to sneak
I
past
wake up
him.
for a little bit and I agree. You should do that, Cordelia. That sounds good. And I go back to sleep.
Okay.
I'd like to sneak down the stairs.
Are we under the window that's Cyphrus? Is his room? Are we where are we in
No,
relation?
you're in the front of the tavern.
Where is that in relation to the
That
windows
is
for
on
Cyphrus's room?
The left side of the tavern.
How far away is it from us?
Maybe like 50 feet.
Okay. I guess I will try to punch the elf back.
Before Cordelia leaves the room, I tell her if there's any trouble, just send me a message.
All right.
In our dreams.
Would I add proficiency bonus to a fist strike DM?
Do you have? I'm assuming you have proficiency with simple weapons.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, so then I rolled an 18.
Okay, you hit. It's with a D4, I believe.
D4.
Yeah.
What did you do?
With my fist. 4.
So you hit him for 4 damage.
Oh, wait! I get to put my strength modifier though.
Yes.
7.
Okay, you hit him for 7 damage. Oh, and the elf takes one straight to the chin, and his legs are kind of rocked, but they're still there.
Am I actually drunk or am I just pretending at this point? Because I did drink quite a lot very quickly. Should I make a disadvantaged Constitution
Well,
saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, can't get much worse than that. Okay, I got
I'd like to look around the bar and realize
7.
he's no longer there.
Yeah, you notice 7?
Yeah.
You start throwing up all over the elf, and you take 2 damage. Okay. All right. You notice that all the dwarves are kind of like gathered outside, and the doors open. And you see Rhogar kind of puking on the side, and they're all chanting his name. Rhogar, Rhogar.
I like to stand there with my arms crossed, watching.
Okay. And before the elf punches you again, Fingal says, "What in the world are you two doing?" And he says, I order you all to stand down. And he gets in between you guys. And he grabs you by his collar, or by your collar, and he says, "We are trying to make friends with these wild elves. Now, if you could please go back to your quarters, that would be much appreciated." And he kind of throws you to the inn door.
You got luckiest time.
I'd like to
And
grab his arm as I'm standing by the inn door and drag him inside.
And the elf is able to spit on you. On your face, yeah.
Ooh.
So I
That was
grab his
very.
arm.
I will say that was very accurate.
I'm grabbing his arm, I'm dragging him inside and saying, "What the hell are you doing?" Snap out of it, and I slap him.
I don't think that helps when you're really drunk, to be honest. But I figure like that may have taken damage. Did I take damage
6 damage.
from her?
Oh, no, not from her, not from her.
Oh, wanted to make her feel bad about it. Okay. Look, I was trying to game plan, but all the eventualities led to one route, which I was executing.
Which was?
That I needed to kill wild elves.
That has nothing to do with anything we talked about this evening. Where is Cyphrus? Has he escaped yet?
Oh yeah, it's happening.
No.
How loud are you guys talking?
Are you saying that
Very
in front of
quietly.
Okay, Fingal has gone back to his post. The wild elves have now left. The dwarves are coming back into the inn.
Are we going up to the rooms?
I want you to tell me, what is the plan with Cyphrus?
There.
Did you give him the invisibility?
I couldn't. There's guards inside his room now.
Well, why didn't you do something about them?
I was trying. Did you not notice my disturbance and distraction?
I don't think you distracted much of anyone, to be honest.
I mean, you're out here.
Are you going to do anything in the room?
No.
All right, anyway,
You're
go
just gonna sleep the whole night?
Might as well be.
Yeah, I
strong.
mean, no. No.
for it. It's around 9 right now. Like 9:30.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I work
I guess Cyphrus is on his own.
really
this
hard.
time. I guess Cyphrus is on his own to try and escape at this point.
There's nothing I can do at this point.
We could knock out the guard outside of his door.
The 7-foot elf, and there's the wizard's inside, the one that was able to bind him when he was in eyeball wizard form.
Yeah, that's why I'm not escaping.
Yeah, I don't think we can take that guy.
I can distract him while you knock out the guard outside.
The
Goldfin?
7-foot tall elf. How am I supposed to knock him out quietly? I'm drunk. I have 18 damage.
You need to go to bed. You're right. All right, let's go to bed. Are you going to be sleeping in Cyphrus' room? As the plan was originally.
Yes, and I'll try to slip him the invisibility powder. If thing goes south, maybe he can use it to escape.
Yes,
Tomorrow.
I'm glad we're back on the same page again. I'd like to go to bed after seeing him to his room. Oops.
Yes, so you go back to bed, and so you walk into the room. You notice Elseisha is sleeping very soundly, and you notice Salt is grabbing her wrist, and because he's down on the ground, and he's trying to like grab for her, but he's obviously like having some kind of nightmare or something like that.
Could I have gotten some puke on Elseisha? I mean, on Cordelia while she was helping me. Just like a little. Oh man.
Thank you.
So are you out to the room?
Yeah, I am going to try to go. I'll knock on the door.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah.
He opens the door, and Hoeth gets the barrier off, and he goes and sits back down.
Hoeth.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is it disadvantage?
It's disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
11.
Okay, you just kind of like there was a indigestion kind of coming up, and then you swallow it down. And Hoa says, "Yes, Rhogar."
Hoeth, you're cool. I just fought some wild elves. Felt like home. I'm gonna just say good night to my little friend Cyphrus, a giant eyeball. He gave birth, and I'm like go over to Cyphrus, and I'm playing over being drunk,
Okay.
and I'm like I'm like giving him a hug.
Uh-huh.
Do I wake him up?
Yeah, I wake up at this point.
I said, Cyphrus, I love you. It was so great, and I try to slip him the invisibility powder.
I see it and I grab
You
it
grab it.
discreetly and
Okay.
I hide it in my coat.
Roll a stealth check to see if Hoeth saw it.
Would it be a sleight of hand?
It would be sleight of hand,
Actually,
yes.
Yeah. Sleight of 17.
All right, he does not see it.
He rolled an 8. And
How'd you get
with all of his
17?
boosts, he gets to 17. That's so
Modifier
crazy.
and double proficiency.
Modifier
goodness.
double proficiency. That's crazy.
All right.
Every time he tries to steal something, though, it never works.
Okay, it's unseen. Hoeth goes back. He kind of tips his hat, and he kind of goes to sleep.
I will open the window, puke out, and then go to sleep.
No.
Okay, so as you open up the window, you puke into the magical wall, and it kind of like sprays a little bit back into your face.
Is there a washroom in our room?
There's like a basin full of water.
And I go to sleep.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. I puked into a magical barrier.
All right. We're all asleep.
Is everybody else asleep?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
asleep.
Okay, everybody gets rested, 8 hours,
What
and
are you
all that
looking
stuff
at?
like that. All your spells are back.
Does anything happen while we sleep?
Nobody has exhaustion or anything like that.
I'm at full HP.
We roll our hit dice, right, for recovery?
Yes.
Wait, we roll our hit.
To see how much you recover.
Yeah.
But it was a full
since you
rest.
were-
Okay.
What?
Elseisha, though, in the middle of the night,
I thought you do get your full HP.
Oh, full HT? That's my bad then.
Yeah. Anyway, so in the middle of the night, she has a dream. It's full of fog, and she dreams of a hill, and there's a long, dark specter that comes out in her dream, and there's a green, ghostly deer that is looking upon her, and then they kind of go back into the mist, and that is all your dream.
What a very strange dream.
All right,
Cool.
cool. That was it.
All right.
Cool. All right, everybody's awake. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to tell anybody? Okay, cool.
It's nonsense. I don't know what it means, anyways.
I like to wake up and say, Cordelia, or Elseisha, I must be tired. I'm talking to myself. Let's go and check and see if anything happened with Rhogar. When I didn't want to wake you up, but when I met with him last night, Cyphrus wasn't going to do anything to escape. He was just going to sit there. The plan went astray. Rhogar was outside fighting people.
That wasn't the plan, but
It was very confusing. So
And Salt kind of jumps up. He has like a white tunic, and it's able to cover just half of his butt. And he says, "Yes, I agree." And he turns it off to the door and he says,
Salt, put some pants on.
"Oh shoot, I need to get some pants on." And
Yes, Salt, please.
pulls
Something a
up
little bit more modest.
His baggy pants, and then he puts his pants almost all the way up to his chest, and then ties his belt over it. He's like, "All right, well, I'm ready to go."
I am
Let's
as
go
well.
and check on Rhogar.
Don't forget your falcon.
Yes, my falcon's with me. It's tied to me.
you slept with it tied to
It
you?
sleeps tied.
Yes.
No wonder why it hates
You don't
you.
let it outside?
You
It
don't
would
ever.
run away. Somebody else take this.
When was the last time you
falcon.
fed it?
Nobody likes it. I feed it. I fed it some of my food
Everybody
last night.
except you
3
loves
days?
Pepper. Everybody loves
Pepper.
Pepper except for you.
But
Yeah,
now
you've
he-
got Salt. She's got Pepper.
Does he have a name or yeah?
Cordelia,
Pepper.
why don't
He doesn't
you
respond to me.
why don't you sell that falcon to someone? It doesn't seem like you're very fond of it, and it doesn't seem like it's fond of you.
Roll an animal handling check.
See if it's getting more fond of me over time.
Oh!
Nat 20. I've
As
stumped
soon-
our DM.
as you
Presses a harness on and it's tied to you.
as Elseisha notice or says something about selling, the falcon kind of like starts flapping its wings madly and lands gracefully on Cordelia's shoulder, and its head starts nuzzling her cheek.
Well, look at that. He likes me after all.
I guess he is fond of you.
Falcon. Does he respond well to when I call him Falcon? I don't have a better name for him than just Falcon. I'm just going to call him Falcon.
That's so terrible.
That's not terrible. If that's what you want to call him, then call him Falcon.
You're actually terrible.
Like, that's what Cyphrus thinks is terrible. I'm not killing 13 elves. All right.
Drop the mic.
So I would like to then peer out the door.
And you see Glowfin very, very tired. He's kind of slumped over, and he's basically asleep.
I'd like to turn back to Elseisha and be like, maybe this is our chance to get Cyphrus out of there.
Perhaps. Why don't you send him
You don't have a
Impossible.
sleeping spell, do you?
I don't have a sleeping spell with my bed, no. Perhaps you could, message Rhogar.
Alright, I'm going to send a message to Rhogar. Hello, Rhogar, are you awake?
Oh, go away. My head already hurts without your annoying voice.
Well, it's time to wake up. Is Cypher still there with you?
I look. Is Cypher still here with me?
I didn't do anything, so
Yes,
yeah.
he's still there.
Yeah, he's here. Is he sleeping?
Yeah.
He's sleeping.
Okay, well, the guard outside the door is asleep, so maybe this is his chance to try and escape. What is the mage doing?
What's the mage?
He's also asleep.
The mage is asleep, but he constructed a magical barrier.
Well, don't you know how to get around that? You knock the mage out.
We have to knock them out unconscious and it goes away?
Or
Remember, you have to either kill or dispel the magic.
You want me to kill the mage?
If you knock him out, won't it go away?
he's sleeping, so
Your
he's already
knowledge,
knocked
no.
out.
From my knowledge, no.
What about from my knowledge? I know more about magic than he
Roll
does?
a...
Arcane!
Yeah, an arcane check.
We haven't done one of those before. Oh no, you always blow this, sorceress. No wonder you're a sorceress
I
instead
got
of
a
a...
13.
Why couldn't you be a wizard that
I got a
studies?
13.
A wizard.
You know that that most of these incantations come from a ring, and you either need to kill the sorcerer or detach the ring from his finger.
Okay, it's not a concentration spell. That if you broke his concentration by knocking him out would work? Okay.
Or separating him from the ring.
This type of spell is typically tied to an artifact, like a ring. Does he have any on that you think you could slip off?
All 5 of his fingers on his left hand have rings.
There's no other way for him to be able to maintain it while he's asleep.
This dude's got nothing but rings, Cordelia.
Well, can you get him off? Cut off
He
his
looks
hand or
like a
something.
rapper from the
What the fuck?
90s.
Oh yeah, then
Cut off his
Wolfen's
hand.
really gonna
Probably
wake
get
up.
rid of the ring problem.
He's gonna wake up screaming.
That's why I also
Can
suggested
I-
knocking him out.
Because it's the sun is it's sunset or sorry sunrise. It's kind of a blue outside. You notice that there's shadows being cast, and you hear almost like flapping of powerful wings above the tavern, and you see 2 or 3 of these shadows outside. They look like dragon shadows.
I tell Cordelia I'm seeing dragon shadows.
You
You're
had too
able
much
to
to
see
drink
them as
last
well.
night. Oh, I see them too.
I did have too much to drink last night. That is accurate.
All right, well, we'll come over then and wake up your gods. Good cheery morning.
Well,
See if we can find another way for Cyphrus to escape.
I think I'll just have to use the powder and get out of here.
I agree. Did you give it to him?
Yes.
Finally. All right. I relay all this to Cordelia.
Okay.
Or Elseisha.
Yes, to Elseisha. I really am still half asleep.
I'd like to try to wake up Cyphrus.
Okay.
But covering his mouth so he doesn't make much noise.
Okay.
Hey, before the mage wakes up. I'm whispering right in his ear. Before the mage wakes up, the powder I gave you is invisibility powder. If you scatter it over you, you should become invisible. Okay?
I'd like to whisper back and say, what if Cyphrus made himself invisible right now? Then the mage woke up and he was gone. He would lift the spell and then Cyphrus could escape, and he would assume that he had escaped it through the night if he could find some hiding spot.
I relay this to Cyphrus.
Well, Cordelia was relaying all this information. I asked Cordelia, wasn't your invisibility powder contingent on something? Didn't we have to be in battle or something like that?
Yeah.
It
No.
was just...
It only lasts for like 15 minutes, so.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought it was an hour.
Is it an hour?
I'd have to check my notes. I don't remember.
I thought it was an hour too,
I thought it
but
was an
it's
hour.
it's your choice, team.
No, it's an hour.
Someone gonna watch it back and be like, y'all.
They're so off. It was a day.
It was a minute.
All right, well, it's your call.
Your call, Cyphrus. It's your life.
Does Rhogar tell me what?
Yeah.
All right.
I've been telling you all
He's
this. Yeah.
whispering it to you.
He's still covering my mouth so I can't speak. Can
No.
I
That
remove
was
my
just
mouth?
when you woke up.
Oh, okay.
Just when you woke up.
And then I say, well, just 1 hour. That's not gonna get me very far.
Well,
How about if I need to use it, I will use it. If everything else doesn't work out, then I use it. Plus, I mean, this guy's a wizard. He probably already knows what this magical powder is.
well, considering we bought it from him, yeah.
Yeah.
Or his
So
brother.
why would?
Oh yeah, we brought it from his.
Why would I use his own?
Well, you know how it works. It's your life. I don't think they're gonna execute me. So, ultimately, it's
Okay.
on you, buddy.
Okay.
Okay. You hear bells ringing outside, and
Judgment Day.
Oh, my head. Oh, is Hoeth up?
yeah, and Hose wakes up.
Hoeth, do you know
Any-
any hangover cures?
It's like none other than beef bacon. And he looks out the door where the gate, and he's like, "Oh, it looks like Lyostra has returned to the city."
Okay, great. Shall we go?
Yes, and he opens up the room.
What's his forehead vagina look like now?
Stop calling it that.
It's kind of it's starting to heal, but it still looks pretty bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oof.
And you see like flesh kind of like trying to get together, but it can't.
Ugh.
I
They
like-
don't dig me at this point.
I'd like to walk up to the guard who's half asleep outside the door.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Are
Long
we
night.
ready to go and visit Lyostra today?
Oh yes, she should be arriving shortly.
Oh, she's coming here.
Yes.
Oh,
Lovely.
okay. How lovely. Well, I guess I'll go down and get some breakfast.
I'll accompany you.
Okay. The bar is full of is actually pretty empty. You see a bunch of drunk dwarves from the night before. You see one of the wild elves kind of like asleep at the table, but there's no other, he's just by himself. You notice that there is a really large man with tattoos, and he has furs on his shoulders, and he's kind of asleep as well. And then you see Trader Joe's still up, serving the bar.
These tiny little shorts.
Well, I'd like to go up to Trader Joe and say, "May I have some porridge, please?"
Welcome, madam. Yes, of course you would have porridge, and you look like you're a lady that likes wine in the morning. Would you like some wine?
I don't know whether that's a compliment or not, but it
The
is-
highest compliment where I'm from.
It
a
might be
story.
accurate. Oh, that's where I am from.
Oh, yes. Then you know our customs well.
Very well. And
Would you like
yes,
some wine?
I would take the wine.
He pours you some wine, and he says, "Everything is on the house for you lovely ladies. Lyostra paid for everything."
Oh, how lovely.
Thank you
of
very
her.
much.
Oh, thank
Do you have any quail's egg?
Quail's egg, yes, of course, of
Yes.
course. Let's go fetch that for you. And
Thank
some
you very
quail's
much.
egg.
I don't fancy any wine. I'll just have the eggs. Thank you.
Okay.
He didn't think that you were the kind of early morning drinker. Don't worry.
He wasn't profiling me.
Did you say that out loud or just?
Yeah.
Oh. He says, "Well, she looks very homely, if you know what I mean."
I think the term is innocent, right? Innocent.
Whatever you'd like to call it. Where are you from?
I'm from Ballastar.
Valstor. Wow.
Yes.
Those mountain towns. I've been there very much.
Yes.
Strange folk. Strange.
Strange indeed. A lot kinder than the people in Astoria, though.
For
less
sure, most
judgmental.
definitely. Can I procure you anything else?
Just the eggs. Thank
Just
you.
the eggs. All right.
Perhaps you can procure yourself some pants, since it seems that yours are gone. Or you.
I like the free-flowing wind beneath my cheeks.
Interesting.
Yes.
Must be another Astoria thing.
Yes.
No.
Strut about it like a peacock, as you will.
It's-
Just the quail eggs. Thank you, Trader Joe.
I like to
Of course.
clarify as we turn around, just so Elseisha can hear me. That is not an Astoria thing.
All right, and you guys take a seat, and you notice Lyostra kind of come in, and she greets herself and says, "Good morning, my lovely friends. How was the night?"
Good morning, Your Highness. It is good to see you again. We slept wonderfully. I hope you did as well, and that you finally had some peace and relief. Now that we know the Eye has been defeated, at least in this land.
Yes, and how is your friend?
To my knowledge, he is fully recovered. The Sunwell really seems to have cured him. It must be incredibly magical.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
Well, I do have your rewards.
I try and hide my excitement, but not very well.
Deception check failed.
She hands you a sack of gold.
Thank you.
And it's quite heavy.
What?
It has 50 gold coins in it.
What?
Thank you,
Nice.
Lyostra. You're quite generous.
Yes.
I'm so glad, more importantly, that you were safely returned.
Yes, absolutely.
Lay it on thick, liar.
And she hands you a stone, and it's a smooth stone, and she says, "This is a seeing stone. You are able to see up to 3 miles away, 3 times per day. But it does sometimes it does drain the user during if you have to go into combat. So be very wise with it."
Thank you very much.
So she can see anything within 3 miles.
Within 3 miles, yes.
Very interesting.
Huh.
Thank you very much.
All right, and where's Rhogar?
Rhogar was sleeping with Cyphrus to make sure nothing happened during the night and that your mage was protected.
Tell her how responsible I am. Tell her how responsible I am.
No.
Anyway, so she says, so we have alerted the marshal of what happened at the gate with your friend, and we are still investigating whether or not he killed any elves. And obviously, he will have to go into our custody for trial if he does, if there's any witnesses against him.
I completely understand that. However, just a question.
Yes.
Under your rules and guidelines, would it still be his fault if he was under the pressure of the eye and the eye had been possessing him in that moment in time and he didn't know his own thoughts or actions?
We would have to try to decipher whether or not they were his own actions.
Decipher?
Yeah.
Decipher
But-
Cyphrus?
As you know, that is quite hard to do.
Yes, I would struggle to do that myself.
Don't envy that task.
And I know him.
But I was talking to my father, and I do not think an execution would suit him. He would probably be locked away for the rest of his life.
What about exile?
Exile.
Never to return again to your lands.
That is a consideration we had not thought about. Roll a charisma check.
Just charisma or persuasion?
It's good. It's good.
Persuasion. So is that a 1 or 7?
It was a 7.
Okay.
And it is now...
12, right?
No, it's a 14.
It's 14.
Nice.
She says, I will have to think very, very hard, and I'm sure my father, we can come to some kind of arrangement.
You know, I am curious. I wonder now if he has any sort of immunity to the eye now that he has once been possessed and it has released him. Perhaps he would serve you well as some sort of spy.
Double agent spy, yes.
Or able to get in near the eye and be able to do damage to it.
Well, your holy, the water being sprayed upon your eye, your idea, correct?
Well, that too, but I thought that was going to be carried by the dragon.
Yes.
He would probably be able to take a lot more of the water than
Then
Cyphrus.
Cyphrus, you're absolutely right.
Have a Cyphrus, I'm
Yes.
sure. might
So
be
maybe
able
we
to
do
resist.
have a use for him after all.
Would
He
appear
seemed
so.
clever enough to venture here, or not clever enough, whichever use you want to say.
I think it might be likely the eye was guiding him, so
Yeah.
I will
would
continue
agree.
to guide him.
Well, I will try to find.
Why?
Well, I'll wait here until Rhogar arrives, and
We can go and fetch him for you. We would hate to keep you waiting, and I'm sure.
Salt says, "I'll go get him."
So, when
Thank
did you
very
get
much,
here?
Saul.
I was
He's
following
been
you
following
guys.
us. Thank you very much, Salt. Yes, please go and fetch Rhogar. You know where his room is, correct?
Yes, mistress. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. You see Salt hopping up the stairs, and he knocks on the door. Rhogar!
Quiet.
Your
Quiet.
reward.
My reward.
Your reward. Lyosha's downstairs.
Okay, you can lead me.
Yes. And he grabs your one of your fingers, and he leads you downstairs. All right, look presentable, Rhogar. You gotta look
Can you
presentable.
fix my hair, Salt?
And you kneel down, and he kind of starts ruffling your hair, and he spits in it a little bit, and kind of like greases it to the side. He's
Handsome.
like, wow, you look fabulous.
All right. Slap me, Salt. I need a wig. Ugh. Okay.
All right, let's go. You look
Let's
good.
do it.
Let's go.
All right.
So you guys come down the stairs.
Lyostra!
Rhogar.
How wonderful to see you today.
It is lovely to see you. Riveting.
Party members, friends.
Rhogar.
Wonderful to see you as well. Us responsible mission completers, all three.
I was just handing out the rewards, and I decided to hand out your reward.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, as much as it was a reward to get to meet you and journey here, I appreciate your generosity.
Absolutely. My uncle gave you a book of dragons, correct?
Yes.
And so she hands you a scaly red egg. and she hands it to you, and she says, "This is this is one of our eggs that has not been able to hatch. We don't know if it will ever be able to hatch, and we decided to give it to you for safekeeping. It is very precious to us."
It's very precious to me. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, Rhogar. We are indebted to you. We are indebted to all of you. I hope you enjoyed your rewards and your gold and your items.
Lyosha, you're most generous.
Yes, very generous. Thank you very much, Lyosha. And I hope that I'm not asking too much here, but Salt also participated in his rebellion and was a great aid to us in our ventures here and helping you. Perhaps there's a reward for him.
That is true. That is true. Let me see what I can procure.
Thank you very
And
much.
he,
That, bro.
and he she looks into her satchel and she pulls out a very small dagger and she gives it to Salt and she says, "Salt, wow, this is the prettiest dagger I've ever seen." And it's a small, like maybe 2 inches.
So it's a letter opener.
Yes. And she says, if you are able to prick anybody with this dagger, they will burn ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
I'd like to give Elseisha a look like, what the hell did you just do? That is not the person I would want with that sort of possession. Thanks a lot.
And Salt says, "I will treasure this with my life." And he kind of he puts it on his belt, and he kind of shines it up in
Be
the
careful
air.
not to prick yourself, Salt.
Yes,
Of
please,
course
Salt,
I
be
will.
careful.
Of course
Can he-
I
Do you
will.
Does
say that out loud
does he
to
prick
me,
me?
Cordelia?
No, I was just making eyes.
No, he
You don't
doesn't.
say anything to me, though?
Oh,
And he
no.
sheaves it back. And
like-
Lyosha says, "Well, I have some business I must attend to
Of
with
course.
the marshal and my father. I assume he will stay here for maybe just a couple more days. If not, you can venture home on one of the ships or part ways, whichever way, whatever you would like."
I assume you're keeping Cyphrus here for a trial, then.
Yes, and that's why I thought you would stay here for at least a couple of days. Would you please make sure he doesn't leave the island?
Of course.
Yes.
Fantastic. We trust that our the twins weren't too volatile with him.
They were great. Fast friends in a few more days, hopefully.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I will be off. Feel free to explore the town to your heart's delight, and we'll meet each other soon.
Thank you very
And
much.
so she leaves, and as she leaves,
Lyestra,
yes, Rhogar.
would Cyphrus be able to come into town with us with an armed guard?
Yes, that seemed about suitable to us. You bring Hoeth.
Okay, perfect.
All right, fabulous.
Just so
I
you
love
guys
bringing
know,
hoes
Rhogar
everywhere I
is still
go.
holding his egg.
All right, and she leaves. Yeah.
How
Interesting.
happy are you?
This stone seems good, but it's not a dragon's egg.
Well,
Yes, I have a pretty cool ring.
Whatever.
can you look inside the dragon's egg?
I don't know if that's how that works.
Is it X-ray vision?
I thought it
Let
was
me
just
see.
Okay,
Like
will you
hillside.
put fingers behind your back and hold up a number? And why don't you try to see if you can see what the number is behind her back with the stone?
That's usually
Holding up a number behind my back.
You use one of the 3, because you can only use it 3 times per day.
Rhogar, I can only use it 3 times a day, and it seems that perhaps I should save that.
For what? We're
Just in case Cyphrus needs to use it.
Okay. I just thought we could use it more effectively if we understood it.
I think it would be best if you got to know your egg a little bit and maybe listen and become attuned to it. I think that would be best for you and your
I
dragon.
hear the sea.
It's very, very cold.
It's very, very cold.
Maybe you should put it in a fire. I heard dragons like heat and fire breath.
That does make sense.
Oh, have you read that book that you have got on dragons?
Yeah, what does your book say, Rhogar?
Yeah. I flip through the book. Do I see any pages on dragon eggs and hatching them?
Yes, it does say that the priests believe that the water of the sunwell is able to hatch the egg. But some eggs sometimes are defective and require more stirring magic to awake.
Rhogar's gonna have a slightly messed up dragon.
We're stirring magic and it doesn't specify?
It says one of. It goes into detail about a crippled dragon being able to be born with half a wing if you take it to God's Forge and get close enough to the volcanic lava that's there and use the Sunwell water on it.
Perfect.
Crippled dragon.
Hey, magical people. Is there a way I can protect my egg?
Wrap it up real good in some cloth.
Is there some type of...
It fits in your backpack as well.
You were able to carry.
Is it pretty thick though?
salt.
Like, I don't want it to break.
It's super cold. It's almost just like it's really really.
It's
hard.
like a rock?
It's like a rock.
Okay, I'll put it in my pack.
Like petrified wood.
Like petrified. Yeah.
Put it in my sack. But I'm gonna sleep with it. Maybe my body heat, like a bird.
Perhaps maybe you should
a
sit
mama
on it,
bird,
Rhogar.
will awaken it, the dragon inside.
Well,
Every
should-
night,
should we
every
go
night,
get
DM.
Cyphrus?
Every night I want to sleep with my egg. That's my new nightly routine.
I walk away from him and go up the stairs to go get Cyphrus.
Okay.
Mid-sentence.
Yes. Glowfin is not there anymore. It's just the mage.
Ho ho ho!
I like to
Hoeth
knock.
opens the door. He says, "Welcome, my lady."
Good morning, Hoeth. Is Cyphrus in here?
Yes, Cyphrus is here.
Cordelia, is that you? I feel like it's been days since I've last seen you.
It's been quite a while. How are you holding up, Cyphrus?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah,
Yes, I see you're still here.
just behaving, you know?
Can
Yes,
I
well,
run up behind him?
Yeah.
Hey Hoeth! Lyastra said if you babysit us, we can all go into town with Cyphrus.
I thought you would
And
over
he
your
kind of
drunkenness.
he puts his hand over his temple and he says, "Yes, yes, she did."
I gotta go outside?
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Let's go walk about. Hoeth, you seem like you know this town pretty well.
Actually, this is the first time I've been here.
Hoeth, you just strike me. Man, you've got great ethos.
I will be in the background. How about that? Give you guys your space.
Okay. You'll just make sure that
I'll
we're all...
always keep an eye on you.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I pissed off some
He
wild
really
elves
means
last
me,
night.
though. That's
Shall
all.
we be on our way then?
Yes, let's go. Cyphrus, you have everything that you need.
Yeah, I got everything.
Everyone got their packs and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Salt is with us, correct? Still.
Yes.
My
that's
raven's
still
on my
with you guys.
shoulder since everybody seems concerned that
Falcon.
I mentioned
It's
him.
a falcon.
My falcon's on
Unless
my...
you've now
You're
named
so
it
bad
Raven.
with this.
I've named it Raven.
Can I try to scritch Raven? Like give her a
Roll
little...
an animal handling.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
I don't
Boy?
know.
I want to give Raven a little scritch. I rolled a 10.
It claws at your finger.
Just wait till I hatch that egg, bitch.
I think her feelings emanate mine. All right. Let us go.
All right.
One nat 20, and now you're the bird whisperer.
That's right, I am.
All right. So
Nick's like, I want a pet.
No.
He's like, no, I am.
so you four go downstairs with
Five.
Salt and the mage, and you guys go out into the outside. You see that you are in a marketplace. You see to your left is the bridge that you came on, and towards your right there's a very big building full of humans, and you see two ports. I'm sorry, you only see one port, and you see a whole bunch of dwarves and a really big dwarven-looking building. But you're also able to hear the sea behind you. And then there is, next to you, there is an apothecary shop, a sword shop, a mace shop, a herb shop, and a cooking shop.
Is there a tailor?
Oh, really? I'd
There-
like to visit all of them.
At the far end of the market,
Really?
you notice a sign.
Apothecary Urban Cooking Shop? Of course.
Okay.
DM is pandering to me here.
I didn't
Good
realize
job.
what I've done. At the far end, you notice a tailor shop.
Hey, Cyphrus, look what I got. And I show him the bear skin.
It's lion skin, isn't it?
No,
He
I
got
have a
himself
lion
a lion
skin.
skin.
Oh, yes, perhaps you can find someone to tailor it for you here.
Whoa!
I think there's a
That's-
tailor shop. Is that a tailor shop I see at the end of the street? So let's go get these tailored.
Heck yeah, man!
I have it on good authority. They give +1 to intimidation when tailored correctly.
Awesome. And you have a white lions?
Interesting, you know that. Yes, I do. And I show you mine. You know me so well.
Let's get them.
Should we go to
tailored.
the tailor? Do you guys want to split up?
Yes, that sounds lovely.
Okay.
That sounds good.
We'll go to the tailor.
Cordelia, do you want to accompany me, or will you also
Are there any wand magic shops, anything like that? Any interesting?
There
Oh,
is
you
a
got
wand
50
shop.
gold now.
I'd like
Just
to
the
go to
wand?
the wand shop.
Is there any
Buy me that
stores like
rapier.
before that are?
No wand.
Buy me that rapier.
The rapier was at the other
I don't know what the shop has. I haven't been there
sword
yet.
shop
Oh.
on Summer's Down.
Oh,
Also, that would be a weapon shop. I'm going to a wand shop.
I know. I just wanted to
I
say
accompany
that.
Cordelia to
You
the
have
one
so
shop.
much gold.
Okay. As you guys turn to the tailor shop, you're able to see that big. It looks like a human consulate kind of building, and it is on. You're able to see it as you make your way to the tailor shop. When you get to at the door of the tailor shop, you're able to see a human port, and the sky looks like it's getting like there's almost like a storm coming across the sea.
Oh no. Are there hands?
No hands. No hands. Just everything's sunny where you're at, and there just seems to be like a storm coming. All right, you guys going to the wand shop?
Yes.
Oh, you're accompanying me there?
Yes.
Oh, how lovely. All right.
And you see an elf with green eyes and blonde hair, and he says, "Welcome, welcome to my wand shop. What can I service you ladies with?"
Do I think he's handsome?
He looks a little older. Like
Oh,
maybe he's like almost 1,000 years old at this point.
Probably not my type, but maybe next time. As long as he's rich. We are looking for any sort of magical items that could aid in the defense and or attacking, or any sort of stealthiness or sleeping potions, anything of the
Do
sort.
you have any books too on magic as well? While you're looking through all of those things.
Yes, of course I have a magic book.
Interesting.
So he goes up to this bookshelf and he pops down a book of magic. And then he says, "Now, what specifically are you looking for?" And I have a large list of wands and just wands, no potions or anything like that.
Do you have anything that can make people fall asleep?
A wand to make people fall asleep.
Perhaps
Yes, I do.
you do.
Yes, I do. And he kind of turns his head, and there's a case right next to him, like a glass case full of like floating wands, and he kind of looks like he's like sorting through them, and you see like different wands appear as he like waves his hand, and there's a crooked wand that's like bluish, and kind of bluish whitish, and it looks and it kind of glows pale, like it almost makes you sleepy just looking at it. And he opens the wand and he says, "Yes, this is a wand that makes your enemies very, very tired very quickly."
Ah, so it's like liquid ale, huh?
Yes.
Question for you. How much is it?
It is about 100 gold.
100 gold.
Yes.
Do you have any that are similar in effect, but quite maybe a little less powerful? Maybe this one does at many. I don't know how long the effects last, but maybe
This is
one.
not a bag of tricks. These are the finest wand shops you'll ever even come to.
Oh, I believe it, sir. I believe it, sir. You said 100.
Is there
gold.
anything you can trade me for it?
That is an interesting question, sir. No, my falcon raven likes me now. Thank you very much.
You rename your bird after another species. That's so.
I'm afraid I don't have anything on me that would be worth trading, sir. Not that you would be interested in. But do you have anything that is under 50 gold, perhaps, that could do damage to enemies?
50 gold that will do damage to me.
Or protect a group of people?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. A wand of defense. That will be 25 gold, though.
And what does it do?
It makes a short barrier to block incoming projectiles. Only once per day.
That's sick.
Oh, so like arrows, for example.
Yes. A sword might be able to penetrate around. It's only about 3 feet, and it covers where you are.
Okay, so it would protect one individual at
Yes.
a time. It protects from projectiles. Would it protect from any magical missiles as well? Magical projectiles like fireballs.
No, just arrows and bolts, and any throwing axes or anything like that.
Okay, right. Well, thank you very much for all the information. I'll think on it.
Okay. All right.
In-
Always welcome to my shop. Yes.
In your magic book, do you have any? Can I see your magic book?
Okay. You skip through the magic book.
Is there?
All it is spells and incantations and all kinds of stuff like that.
Do I see anything that talks about turning yourself invisible?
Yes.
Okay. And then do I see anything about turning yourself into something else?
Yes. You see a chapter on polymorphing.
Oh.
And it talks about there's some druidic circles that can do that. The Druids of the Moon. It talks about that some monsters are able to turn you into different animals. It talks about the spells that you would learn if you wanted to be able to turn other people into animals. It gives like a list of the wands that he sells that can turn people into various types of animals.
Good sir, I thought of something else. Do you have anything that would perhaps stop others in your presence from hearing if you wish to have a private conversation for under 50 gold?
Oh, yes. Yes. And he turns his back and he kind of procures a necklace. And it's it's kind of a dusty looking necklace. It doesn't look very elegant. It's kind of like it almost looks like a stonish kind of silver with elven markings on it. And he said, yes, for 25 gold, nobody will be able to hear your conversation within 10 feet of you.
Oh, wonderful. How do I activate it?
You say what is on the amulet.
So since I can read it, I'll just read it aloud.
Yes.
And how do I ensure that it doesn't affect those I wish to communicate with?
As long as they are within 10 feet of you. I'm sorry. Anybody not within 5 feet of you can't hear any conversation. So as long as they're within 5 feet of you, they'll be able to hear you and nobody else.
Wonderful. Well, that is quite lovely. I would like to purchase that.
What?
Cordelia, perhaps before you buy that, this portion here of your magic book says that you would be able to transform people into animals.
Oh, those are very expensive wands, though.
How expensive are they?
At the very least, 150 gold.
Oh, interesting. Carry on.
Steal it and it's free.
You're not there, Cyphrus.
I know.
So he hands you the
Thank you.
amulet.
I'd like to pay for it.
Okay, so that's 25 gold.
I want it.
Why?
All right.
What do you mean why?
Because she has whisper. She can communicate with any of us telepathically.
Yeah, telepathy.
Yeah,
Yes.
but one at a time.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I'm kind of tired of it. And anybody else can take this too then.
Okay.
We'll have private conversations.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can pass it around, not just reliant on me.
That's a good point. All right, are you guys done with the shop?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now you enter the tailor shop, and there's a woman there, an elven woman, with gold hair, violet eyes.
Madame Taylor,
Yes.
I have been sent here because I heard you do great work
I
very
do, I
quickly
do. I do.
for the right price.
Of course, of course.
We have a couple of cloaks that we were hoping, or a couple animal hides we were hoping you could tailor into intimidating cloaks for us.
Intimidating cloaks, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
How would you like the design?
Can I show her my lion skin?
Yes. Oh, what a lovely line.
It's white. It's a white lion.
Oh,
It's very cool.
Alistair must have killed it.
I think so.
Oh, what a lovely man, that Alistair.
What are the options for the cloak designs?
Whatever you want. You want it on your head? You want it on your shoulder? Where would you like it?
What if I can pull it up so it goes on my head, or I can have it on
So
my...
a type of a cloak?
Yeah.
Okay, so where would you like your lion's head? As a hood?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is such an
You don't have to
impeccable
raise your hand, you
design.
can just-
I want that exact same design my companion is getting, so... But for the spare here.
Of course. So it will be...
Make it look scary as possible.
I will have to use up a lot of the hide to match your... it's such a big animal.
It is, and if there's any excess, I mean...
Why don't I keep it, and I'll take it off the price.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. I will charge you 2 gold, and I will charge you 5.
How long would it take to get it tailored?
Probably about a day. I'll have to take your measurements.
Would it be, could we pay more to have it done more quickly?
Quality is of... The quality that I serve you cannot be matched anywhere, and
I
it will
respect
not
that.
be rushed.
I respect that. 5 gold?
5 gold.
All right.
And 2 gold.
I go ahead and...
Oh, thank you.
I hand over my share.
All right. And
I'm so
she
excited.
snaps her fingers, and these 2 plump women
Women.
who are gnomes come and start like
Gnomish women.
Thick,
measuring.
thick gnomish women.
They start measuring
Or
your
gnomish
body.
women are thick.
They start measuring your back, and then
Ooh.
2 of them get up on a stool and
They're
start
admiring
measuring
my
you as well.
sizable, impressive lats that I got, you know?
They're
when
also
my
noticing the
tapered
scar that you have above your forehead.
I whisper to one
Do
of the
they
gnomes
say
helping me,
anything?
and I say, you know, he's a war hero. Very brave. You see that thing on his forehead?
Yes, what is it?
He got it killing ogres. He blew up their citadel.
Oh, a citadel.
Yeah, he blew it up. He's very brave.
Wow, he is brave.
And I think he's handsome.
Wow, he is handsome. You're right.
Oh, stop it.
No, you don't hear this. You don't hear this.
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Don't
They-
make that face though.
they are done with your measurements, and you are free to go.
Wait, they got all my measurements?
Oh my goodness.
I didn't get all of it.
Okay.
I say to Cordelia as we exit the wand shop, Cordelia, perhaps we could put that necklace to use currently.
All right, I slip it on.
Do you see the incantation?
Yeah,
Can people hear when she's saying the incantation?
I mumble it.
'Cause that would be
Okay.
super funny.
So do we know that it's working now?
Yes.
Cordelia, perhaps if we could figure out some way to get that wand, then what we could do is turn Cyphrus into your falcon and have your original falcon elsewhere, and the elves would never think anything of it.
I think that is a splendid idea. We need to get Cyphrus to steal it though, as neither you nor I have any skill in that matter.
Yes.
As you guys are having this conversation, you see Hoeth over to where the bar is. You're able to see him. He's kind of sitting down, and he mumbles something, and there's a small raven that kind of comes out of his mouth and starts kind of like following you guys
Itachi
around.
Huchia? Itachi Huchia.
Anyway, so he starts
From Naruto?
Itachi.
Okay, we're moving on.
Anyway, so the raven, you notice the raven circling around you guys.
Oh, that's a raven. Okay, I understand the difference now. You want my falcon to go get it?
Perhaps that's a bit on the nose, and we should make any more enemies while we're here, especially a
I
power.
think I'll let my falcon go and hunt for a bit. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Are you telling him to?
No, just letting her go hunt. Him go hunt.
Okay,
The
so
raven is a boy.
Yes.
he
But it's sweetheart.
Finding out new things each and every day.
he flies off into the distance.
All right.
Okay.
I hope that nat 20 really works. We might have lost Raven forever.
That's probably a good thing, though. if we
He
can
might
get
Do
be
I
that-
have to do
my
an
chance
animal
to
handling
escape.
every time once it's a pet?
No.
See, there you go. Thank you, DM.
I'm just saying, I
He's
hope
very fond of you now.
Thank you. See.
you haven't fed it in like 2 days.
You want me to tell you every time I
No,
fed
no,
it?
no.
Feed it?
No, you don't want to domesticate it. If it doesn't hunt, it will lose the ability to hunt.
Yeah,
That's
that's
very
true.
smart.
That's true.
Okay.
Welcome to my TED Talk on how to feed your falcon.
Named Raven.
Who's a boy?
Okay. You two notice the storm clouds kind of getting closer and closer to the island, and you see Cyphrus and Rhogar come out of the tavern. And you also notice that the raven perches near the tailor's on the tailor's roof and is looking intently at Cyphrus.
I'd like to make sure that what's his face is outside of
Horace?
5 feet from us.
Hoeth.
Hoeth is outside of 5 feet.
And I'd like to mumble the incantation once again and relate to these two.
What did you just say? What are you mumbling?
The incantation to the
I
spell,
bought-
right?
Metagamer.
Hey, you baited me! I was answering outside of game. By the way, for the record,
I made a purchase, and we can now feel free to communicate
Whoa!
without being overheard.
Like telepathy.
Yeah, except your lips are moving and we still have to talk. So
Okay, got it.
if your voice is muffled, it still wouldn't work. We've discovered a wand that will change. Well, I'll say she discovered it.
So Hoeth is 50 yards away. Hoeth is.
The raven, is it?
Did you ask for the raven?
Oh, well,
we
I
know
guess
where
I'll double
Hoeth
check.
is. We thought the Raven was
The
perched
raven
somewhere.
is perched. You guys are right outside of the tailoring, so you would be.
Oh, I thought we had
Okay.
walked halfway to where they were. Is that what?
Yeah, I thought we were all together. All four
Okay,
of
so
us
you guys
are-
walk halfway.
Yeah, we're all
Okay, you guys are
together.
now halfway.
And I thought the
you are-
raven would be 5.
I thought it
more
was
than
on
5
the
feet above
on the
us.
tailor shop.
Yes. Okay.
It's more than 5 feet above
It's
us,
more
right?
than 5 feet above you.
So, I like to say,
So we're good.
You're good.
Okay.
Elseisha discovered a wand that transforms humans into animals. And we thought that would be very interesting. However, it was 150 gold or something outrageous, and obviously we can't afford it.
Yeah, I'm.
However,
very
Cyphrus
short
is
on
being very
gold.
closely watched. So,
And if we could get that wand, then we could turn Cyphrus into Raven, Cordelia's Falcon, and disguise you and swap you out so that people think that you are actually the Falcon instead of Cyphrus.
That is a very great idea.
Yes.
or a rat,
Do,
whatever.
but do I even want to try escaping this trial? It
You
seems
want
like
to go
this.
to trial?
It seems like they
this
don't want to
trial.
execute him.
Seems like this trial is inevitable, and if anything, my name can be. Well, my name may not be cleared, but at least I won't be found as guilty because.
Running away is always
Yes,
a sign of
Yeah.
but perhaps if it goes south, we should still have some backup options to be able
Very
to.
true.
I just don't know if we'll be able to steal the one if Hoeth's watching.
And if I'm caught stealing this
Yeah, then it's
magical
done.
Well,
wand,
what if we don't get caught stealing the wand? But what if Cyphrus collects some gold from
You guys
the people
notice
here on the streets?
slight raindrops, just a slight sprinkle coming onto you guys.
That seems like an excellent
Perhaps-
idea.
perhaps you
we
could
should
collect
do some,
150.
Pocket.
150 gold.
pocket picking? Okay.
That might take a while.
This would be the first thing you've ever stolen. Ain't it?
It would be.
I
believe in you,
I think we
Cyphrus.
should find somebody to practice on, and then somebody.
But
that is
Hoeth will
wealthy.
watch him pick the pockets, won't he?
We can go distract Hoeth, can't we?
Yes, we can.
In the.
Raven.
That thing up there.
Where could we
I'd like to
go
also-
that would have a lot of money?
For my.
Deerhawk returns to you.
Look how well tamed he is.
That's
Good.
so cool.
I like to feed him a berry that I pulled from my pocket.
It
Can
spits out the berry because they're carnivorous.
Are they?
Yes! Are you kidding me?
Oh, I didn't know that. Alright.
You know nothing about animals.
Roll an animal handling check.
No.
You know nothing.
Oh no.
you gotta keep the roll.
You want me to keep whatever it
What is it?
is? 15.
Okay.
Nice.
With the bonus?
Yes.
It only spits out the blueberry. It doesn't do anything at first to you.
Okay. I like to whisper it to it to go fly up and distract the raven, the actual raven, while we go and talk to Horfus.
Tell
Hoeth.
it to wait a little bit.
But wait a bit.
Yeah, wait like 20 minutes, then do it.
Okay.
So it takes off and it kind of circles around the raven.
All right. Let's go talk to Hoeth.
Yes, let's go talk to him. Cyphrus?
Meanwhile, okay, do I see anybody on the streets or that?
Yeah, there's a lot of merchants here in the middle of the town square. There are banana merchants and melon merchants. And
Really quickly, DM, before we have Cyphrus do this, do I recall from what the book told me that it would be able to turn Cyphrus back into a human after he's
if you
turned-
help the one, yes.
Okay.
Can I start making my way to the weapon
Important.
shop while they're doing this plan?
Yeah.
Because we turned Cyphrus into a
I would
falcon
like
and
to
never
walk
turned
up to the merchant who is selling melons.
We're distracted. So we go up to
I
Hoeth.
still walk.
Okay, so you as you walk up to Hoeth, you notice that his eyes are rolled back.
Oh my goodness. Cause he's
and as you approach him, you notice that his raven disappears, and he now talks to you. Oh, hello. How are you all doing? Do you need my assistance in anything?
Yes, actually, I was just curious about because you used to sell wands,
Of
correct?
course,
At the
yes.
last shop, we just went into a wand shop. I was curious, how much you know about this one, and do they have anything rather spectacular that is something that maybe competes with something from your own shop?
Nothing would compete from my own shop, but I will say I do supply him with some interesting wands.
Okay,
out.
so then
Interesting.
I'm only talking so Cyphrus can go undercover. So.
So are you just saying like you want to try to draw him into a long, protracted conversation on wands?
Yes,
Okay.
that's my point. Elseisha got really hooked into it, but yes, that was all I was trying
I
to
was
do.
interested. I
So-
was like,
You're like,
So
interesting wands, huh?
he begins to talk about wands and all kinds of stuff like that.
I'm enraptured in what he's talking about. I'm very curious.
His raven has disappeared.
we'll need some PowerPoint takeaways after this.
So I'm talking to this merchant. Whoa, these are some great melons.
Yes, they are great melons.
And I'm
Would
just
you like to
talking.
purchase some?
Just like no
Maybe, and I'm talking about the different kinds of melons, and I'm going on about my fascination
You know-
with melons.
You know melons.
I love melons.
Oh, wonderful.
Do I see any gold?
What is your favorite melon?
The watermelon. That is the
The
best kind of
watermelon.
melon.
From what town? What town do you love the watermelons from?
Do I see any gold?
There's no
do I
gold.
see a bag
you
of?
see a bag next to
Alright.
his waist.
What's that melon you have in front of you there?
Ah, this is a melon from Astoria.
Astoria. How big is that
Shitty melon. That's a shitty melon.
How big is that melon?
It's
you a
it's
Gleister
about-
melon.
It's about this big.
Do you have any bigger melons?
Bigger melons.
Bigger melons. Yes, I know I may seem small, but trust me, I can handle. I can carry a lot.
Let's see here. And he kind of like bends his back and he kind of like starts like rustling through and he brings out.
I
a
like
big
to,
old-
at that moment, see if I can just move around the stand just a little bit within arm's reach and try and just swipe his
do a
bag of gold.
pickpocketing check.
This never works out.
God doesn't want him to steal, guys. It's the only explanation.
Struggling really hard.
12.
12. You are able to steal the. You are able to steal the money.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay. Do you? Oh,
know-
would you like to purchase this melon?
That melon is too small. You see, I'm just.
Oh, this
It
is
looks
the
like
biggest
you-
melon that I have.
Yeah, your melons aren't big enough. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you have a wonderful
You
day.
too, and I
what was
just-
your name? Hey, just in case you want to come back.
Cyphrus. My name is Cyphrus.
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 Cyphrus the gnome.
I will talk to you later.
I'll see you soon,
Bye-bye.
friend. Alright.
How much?
So you look into the stack of gold, and there's only 1 silver.
We'll write it down, bro.
Oh my.
He's supposed to steal 150 gold.
It's
From-
not worth it. I
From
go
a
back.
melon, from a melon merchant. That's what you're gonna steal 150 gold from.
I go back to the man and I say, "Sir, I think you dropped this." And I go down
Oh,
to the ground. I pick up the
thank you
the pouch
so
and I hand
much.
it back to him.
Thank you so much.
Also, I
roll
will-
a deception check.
Yeah. Why would I have to deceive about that?
Because you stole it.
17.
He doesn't notice a thing.
I would, however, like to take this medium-sized
You were
melon.
so bright for a second.
Medium size. Yes, of course.
Yes.
From Story.
How much?
Yes.
How much?
It would be 5 copper.
All right. I hand him 5 copper and I go with my melon.
So you lost money.
Yep.
But he's got a melon.
Are me and Cordelia aware of what happened?
Yes. Yes.
This is gonna be so juicy.
No,
Alright,
I don't
and-
think we are, right? We don't know.
Oh, we're still talking.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys would know.
Yeah, we would have no idea.
Oh, don't you have a never mind. It doesn't matter.
Weapon
Okay.
shop?
What? Yeah. Oh, yep. So you go into the weapon shop. You notice a dwarf there, kind of smithing away. Ah, laddie, what can I do for you?
Hey, good friend. Do you do work where you look at weapons and tell people their properties?
Yes.
Awesome. See, I was given this dagger.
Ah, right. Oh, looks like a mighty fine dagger. Let me see here.
Can you appraise it for me?
Ugh. Wow, beautiful ornaments on it. This will fetch you a fine sum. How much would you like to sell it for?
Oh, I'm not interested in selling it at the moment. I was wondering about its properties.
Oh, well, it seems to have a special, we call it uru, and it's it's made out of a fire elemental.
A fire elemental?
Yeah, you extinguish the fire elemental, and you're able to build a very, very small weapon, such as this self.
Oh.
It fetches for at least, I would say, 100 gold at the very least.
Oh. What happens if you stab somebody with it?
They would burst into flames.
Oh. That sounds like a lot of damage.
It does.
In a dagger, it's 1d4, I think, right? So it's 1d4.
It has a chance to
Burst them into flame.
Yes.
Huh. Thank you so much, friend. What do I owe you for the appraisal? I'm not interested in selling
Don't worry
this
about
thing.
it. Don't
Are
worry.
you sure?
I would like to buy it. Are you sure you're not interested in it?
I may... let me think about it.
All right, we'll
Now
come
that I
back
know
if
the
you're
properties.
ready.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I don't want to sell this dagger, guys. It's a badass
Can
dagger.
I see anyone in the party? Because I'm just wondering.
You see the two girls, and you see Rhogar coming out of the weapon shop.
I walk to Rhogar and I say, Rhogar, look at this melon. I was thinking maybe we could split it with each other, you know?
Yeah, okay, let's do it. And I use the fire elemental
Well,
dragon.
not here, not
and I
here.
cut it in two.
No! She did it.
And it roll up. Hold up. Nothing happens.
Let's eat it.
Well, I was saying saving it for later, but now I guess we have to. I start eating it.
Cyphrus says,
It's
"You wanna
from
split this?"
Historia.
I actually don't mind Astoria that much. It's Norta I hate, but F Trader Joe. I throw the melon.
Okay, you guys notice up above that the storm clouds are now very, very dark. It's starting to pour down rain. You notice that all the shopkeepers are kind of like closing down shop for the day. The sun is no longer noticeable or anything like that. Just very, very, very dark. The dragons that were flying above the city are perching on some towers near the main gate. One of them is at the docks, and it's just really heavy downpour.
Should we
I
go back
have
to the
dived
end?
under the nearest pergola thing, because I don't like getting wet.
Okay.
I follow you through there.
I want to go back. Want to grab the girls and go back to the end. How much gold did you get? 100 yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
No. The people and the merchants on these streets are very poor.
Okay, so how much gold did you get?
I got 1 silver, in which I felt pity for the poor merchant, the same one who sold me that melon, and I returned him that silver.
But you bought the melon?
I did.
Can we hear this? No, we're not.
Are you-
We're
Oh well,
not.
let's
I
not tell
thought
the
you guys
girls.
were
Let's
on-
not tell the
oh,
girls
So
about the melon.
as you guys on the far end of the market, you see a man with jewelry kind of like pack up his
Jewelry.
his wares.
That's
and,
what you should go after.
Yeah.
and you see him
melon merchants.
going away.
Yeah.
All right. And it's still raining.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Are you guys gonna meet up with the girls?
Yeah.
Okay, so you meet up with the girls.
You're not gonna steal
How
from
far
the
are
jewelry
we?
merchant?
Well, the one that the DM just happened to describe for you?
I thought he packed up,
No,
and he
that's
was.
fine.
He's carrying his stuff if he packed up.
Well, it's too late now.
Okay, so you're now with the girls.
You're the worst best thief ever.
What do you mean worst best? That's kind of like.
We'll talk about that later.
All right. Yeah,
Because
so-
you've got a heart of gold. So instead of stealing the gold, you'll be like, you'll give it back.
No.
Okay.
So you're now with the.
That was a one-time thing.
You are now with the girls, and you are able to see the dwarven port. They're kind of like anchoring their ships. It's raining pretty hard, and you notice off in the distance a slight wave coming towards the city.
Do you have
It's-
rainy music, stormy music, or sounds?
No.
I just had
No.
asked.
Anyway, so there's a almost like when something is submerged underwater, and it looks quite big. It's not a wave or anything like that, but it's bellowing out, and you see the dwarven ships kind of rock back and forth, and out of nowhere, a giant head of a cyclops emerges.
Oh my goodness
A
gracious.
Cyclops.
Yeah, a
The
giant
one from the
cyclops
temple.
emerges out of the dwarven decks and kind of like pushes a lot of their ships and capsizes a lot of their ships. You see a lot of the merchants start to panic and flee. The gem merchant runs away. He drops his wares, and everybody's just kind of running to and fro. And that's a great place to end it. Thank you, everybody.
Should you grab the gems?
No, it's over.
You'll have to next
It's
time.
over.
He won't
Write
remember.
that, bro, write that down.
Write it
Write
down.
Right, what?
Of
The
gems.
gems.
Well,
the
thank
merchant
you
dropped the
everybody for joining us for Half Dice. We really appreciate all the comments and all that below. We have a YouTube channel and we just opened up a TikTok channel. All of it's Half Dice, and we will be streaming once again Sunday, same time, and we will be uploading this episode onto YouTube on Friday. So thanks you all for joining.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Come next time to find out what happened with the giant cyclops.
Bye.
And Will Cyphrus, remember
6
the money.
p.m. Eastern time on Sundays.